Beyond Saltmarsh is a game played by adults and recorded for an adult audience. Sometimes we use adult language and explore adult topics. Consider yourself warned.
Cheers, my friends. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Superior Adventures Guild. I'm Dave, your humble dungeon master. And tonight, we're going to play some Beyond Saltmarsh. I always feel very lucky on Wednesday nights because I get to play Dungeons and Dragons with some of my bestest buddies, these fellers right here. Hey, fellers. How's it going?
Hello there.
Hey.
Hello. Guy. Hey,
partner.
pal.
Yo.
Howdy.
Why is that?
Good doggy. Let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
We are back, folks, for whatever lies ahead. Don't really remember what we did last week. It seems like 1,000 years ago. But we're going to get back into it. We're going to dive back into it and see what happens. Before we do that, we do have some fantastic announcements. Chad, why don't you kick us off, sir?
Oh, shit. Oh, starting with me. All right. I'll put my notes away. Hello.
Right.
It's me, Chad, also known as North Star DM. In that, guys, I run Midwinter Keening, which is our Thursday night show set in the campaign setting of Svealand by Dream Realm Storytellers. We're doing this tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right now, just 24 hours in the future, the party just finished fighting off a bunch of hellspawn and zombies and stuff from their town. And then, Gunder, just killed this girl. I mean, she was possessed by hell, perhaps the goddess. So,
well, we'll get into all of that next. We'll get in that tomorrow. There's a lot to unpack there.
Join us for that tomorrow. Hopefully, I've piqued your interest. Piqued it. I'm excited.
Peeking right now. All right.
And then the last two bits, as usual. I want to let everyone know about two awesome conventions that we are taking part in. We as the Superior Adventures Guild. Virtual Greyhawk Con, which is coming up October 1st through the 3rd on the internet. Dave is running an awesome game called The Siege of Westkeep. That'll be hosted right here on our Twitch channel. You'll be able to watch it because, of course, it was very popular, so people booked it. But there are many awesome games that you can still sign up for and play in. Dave will have a really cool announcement for you if you're interested in that in a few minutes. And then at the end of the month of October, October 21st through the 23rd, is Gamehole Con and Virtual Gamehole Con. Largest RPG, TTRPG board game convention in the Midwest in Madison, Wisconsin. Also has a virtual component in case you are not down with OPP. I was going to try to figure out a way to say that down with regular people in COVID times, but it didn't work. We are running two games, which are sadly, or not so sadly, are actually fully booked now, which is crazy. I have to be ready for that. And both will be streamed ideally right here on the channel. One is kind of an homage to the movie Red Dawn, and one is an homage to the movie Alien and its only sequel, Aliens. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Hey, weren't there?
Shut up. And there's plenty of other awesome games that are available to play virtually and in person for whatever kind of games you may play. To include, usually there's giant mech video game console queues set up where there's 20 dudes just running around in BattleTech stuff, which always seems fun, and the guy seems weird because he's always dressed in camo, and that doesn't make any sense when you're in a mech. But that's thinking about it too much. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Chad. I forgot to give everybody an opportunity. I was so eager to get right into all the great announcements that I didn't even say, let's introduce ourselves. So, Andy, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and then tell us what your announcement was.
All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy. I play Rhunar Deg. He is a 9th level human sometimes dual sword wielding Battlemaster fighter and captain of the Good Buddy. Right now, he's in some deep water with some big sharks.
Ooh,
Captain
that
of
was really good, man.
Captain of the Brown Pants.
Wow.
Yeah.
Andy, what's your announcement? The big announcement.
Let's see. Hey, Dave, let me ask you a question.
Sure, Andy, what's on your mind?
Do you like drinking coffee?
Every morning.
Well, let me tell you what would make that coffee even better.
What is
If you
it?
drank it out of a Superior Adventurers Guild coffee mug available on our merch store.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah. We got t-shirts, we got tank tops, we got hoodies, we got crew neck sweatshirts, we got long sleeve t-shirts, everything. Kids t-shirts, onesies,
Ooh,
masks,
totes,
wall art.
body pillows. I don't actually know if we have those. That'd be cool, though.
That would be pretty cool.
Andy, thanks for that great announcement.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi, Kirk.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Tell us about yourself.
Oh, I'm just Kirk. I play Byron Hern, the rogue of the group, mischief maker, book reader, trap detector,
Fun naysayer.
naysayer.
Inopportune
Yes,
bookworm.
indeed. Yeah, you can only be surprised so many times before you're just asking for it.
Touche.
This time, apparently, I asked for it, but that happens.
Yeah.
Special shout out to Tommy Lee Jones. Happy birthday, Tom
Wow.
Hardy. It's your birthday
Yeah.
too.
Two
Wow.
Toms in the
Birthday.
same day.
Yep.
A lot of Toms.
Marco Polo. He was an explorer,
Marco.
I guess. Agatha
Yeah, was he?
Christie, crime novelist.
Hello.
Agatha.
There's a bunch more, but
I like to call her Aggie, but that's cool.
Good old Aggie.
Aggie Christie.
Marco Polo.
Thanks, Kirk. That was great,
yeah,
man.
yeah. You're all weak.
Tenoch. Tenoch, why don't you tell us tell us about Chad, Tenoch. Other way around, though.
Yes, hello, it's me, Chad. You heard my announcements before. I, of course, play Tenoch Knucklebones, the Ghostwise, jungle-dwelling, jungle-originating halfling divination wizard who, likes to hit stuff. Pow! Because he's
Pop.
jacked. He's got an 18. He's got an 18 in strength.
Ooh, he's
and
wrecked.
an 18 and the mind to match.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's what a person could say is a complete package.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll move on from that before we get too steamy.
Yeah.
Hi, Michael.
Thank you.
Good idea.
Hello. My brain's going to take just a couple of seconds to clear all of that from buffer. And it's gone. Hi. I'm Michael. I'm playing Theo, the Hexblade Warlock, Demon Slayer in training, and dude who's just not looking forward to having to put down his buddy Byron after he got bit by a werewolf and is slowly turning into one of the Nightwalkers. It's going to be really traumatic, so please look forward to it.
Thanks for reminding me about all that.
On the other hand, I'm going to hire him as a Nightwalker to read me stories from his books.
And cuddle with. I mean, he'll be a nice, furry complete
guy.
package.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah.
That bit has potential. We'll workshop it. I'm Dave. I am the Dungeon Master here on Beyond Saltmarsh on Wednesdays. On Thursdays, I play a character in Chad's game in Svealand. And on Sundays, I get to play Reed Bramble Branch in the Bloodlines game over on Time Lord's wife's Twitch channel. Eversalt, I saw you just popped in. Thanks for dropping in. He is also playing. Travis is also a player in that game. And that's been super fun, so check that out as well. It's so fun to play D&D, and I'm going to be playing. Not only am I running a game in Virtual Greyhawk Con, but I am actually also going to be playing in a couple of games, so I'm excited about that. It'll be fun. I have an announcement to make. First thing, actually I have two. First off, big shout out to our campaign sponsor, CZRPG. Christian and his team over at CZRPG publish amazing, really fun content for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. I'm talking about campaign settings, new player options, tons of adventures, custom mapping. I mean, these guys do everything. Their whole motto is to do the hard work that makes dungeon masters look good and save time in their prep, and it certainly is the case. So we appreciate their sponsorship. They've been with us for the entire 3rd season of Beyond Saltmarsh, and we're excited to see where we go with that partnership. So thank you, Christian. I really appreciate that. If you want to go check out their catalog of content, right below Michael is a link, bit.ly/guild.cz or dash CZRPG. Go check that out. bit.ly.com. I should just always have this ready to go. Guild-CZRPG. I think we have a bot that'll throw it into the chat later, but go check that out. They've got a bunch of really cool stuff. My other announcement is I'm very excited to announce that tonight we will be giving away 2 badges to Virtual Greyhawk Con. Virtual Greyhawk Con this will be the 2nd annual con for Virtual Greyhawk Con. Obviously, it's virtual. It's in the title. You kind of probably already got that. But it's a gaming convention that is all about the wonderful world of Greyhawk. It's happening in October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. As Chad mentioned, I'll be running a game. We'll be playing some games. You should get in on the action. We're going to give away 2 tickets to Paradise. 2 tickets to the Moat House. Virtual Greyhawk Con, everybody. All you have to do is type the word, hey, that was Nightbot, great timing. Type Greyhawk into the chat. Kirk's going to show you how it's done. Very, very easy to do. Just type the word Greyhawk into the chat, and you'll be entered to win. It's super duper easy, guys. Greyhawk.
I did it. I did it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. God dang it. You did it well. I don't know if the capitals letters are necessary. I just do this. Yeah, okay. That's it, guys. I don't have any more announcements. I am trying to remember how we run this game. You could probably do that too. Who knows? Kai Whimsy, you're a rascal, but I like you. All right, should we do this? Let's get into a game. Let's start gaming. I'm going to do a quick recap, everybody, so that we can remember a little bit about where we were last time. In our last episode, the Deg Gang found a giant amalgamation of boneyard creepiness that they fought in this hidden pirate treasure cove. They looted the cave, they defeated the creature, and they continued to explore the mist. So they are on this journey into a place called Farazin's Cove, where they've been searching out this Knoll pirate ship that they'd heard about after defeating some Knolls, 10, 15 sessions ago. They're following up on a loose end. They found a bunch of treasure. They took that treasure. They stumbled into the mists that surround this cove, just shrouding it in a heavily obscured area. They found themselves standing in a graveyard where they met a crazed man named Fen, who just continued to ramble on incoherently and extremely passionately about treasure, buried treasure, treasure maps, imploring the party to help him find the treasure of Farazin's Cove. You kind of obliged him, directing him to the cave that you'd just previously looted, and he left through the mists to go find said cave. You continued to explore, following the shoreline to the eastern edge of the cove, climbing down some rickety ladders to a beach where Rhunar found himself standing just feet away from a half-sunken ship, a ship that he would discover was named Yenogu's Fury. And with some rolls of history, I believe you came to understand that this was indeed the Knoll pirate ship that you'd hoped to find. Theo and Tenoch watched as Rhunar swam out to the ship. Rhunar, you were quickly surrounded by a pair of sharks, but you were able to pretty easily fend them off, even though they were surrounding you and viewed you as potentially an easy meal. That was not the case. Meanwhile, Byron, the bookworm, was relaxing along the cliffside landing, perusing a magic tome, minding his own business, hoping to uncover more of the secrets of the magical ways. The rest of the party further down the coastline, Byron engrossed in this book, and unfortunately it was too late when you realized that you had been snuck up upon by some unseen attacker from the mists, which turned out to be a werewolf. The creature swung at you, bit you, and dropped you unconscious with very little effort. The rest of your party ran up to help you, surrounding this creature. Danverius was backhanded off the cliff, falling into the water below, about 40 to 50 feet below. Eventually, with the help of your friends, the creature was put down and you were stabilized, Byron. As the creature died, of course, it shapeshifted into a human, none other than Fen, the man that you had sent to the pirate cave in search of his treasure. He was finally put to rest. You began to search for Danverius in earnest, but proved difficult because of the thick mist surrounding this whole cove is just shrouded. Byron and Rhunar, you made your way back down to Yenogu's Fury and began looking around. Byron tossed Rhunar into the water, so Rhunar began swimming around looking for Danverius in the ocean. Meanwhile, Tenoch sent forth his arcane eye to scan across the cove and eventually found Danverius swimming towards a large granitic spire erupting from the ocean but hidden by the mists. With the party split, Rhunar turned to swim back to the ship. And as you did, Rhunar, you spotted a terrifyingly large shark swimming in your direction. Byron was rifling through the contents of a floating chest that he'd recovered from the ocean, and then turning called out for Rhunar to return. And that, my friends, is where we will jump back into the adventure here. Let me get us back to the map.
Back to maps, back to reality.
All right, let's see where
I think that's how that song goes.
Could be. All right, there we go. Rhunar, you are here in the middle of the map. Hopefully you guys can see things. Let's see.
Oh, yep, there we go. Way over on the right.
Yep. So there is a little bit of visual obscurity. So remember, your characters can see roughly 10 to 15 feet through the mists at any given time. That is one reason that Tenoch has this aura turned on for his token, is to give him an idea of how far he can actually see. We have Rhunar in the water. Byron, you are on the deck of Yenogu's Fury. Tenoch and Theo have made their way down to, it appears to be the sandy beach. And let's do this. We had just rolled initiative. Byron, I would like you to get into initiative as well. In fact, why doesn't everybody roll initiative so we can get everybody in on this?
Hell yeah. Boom. That is how we roll
The two
initiative.
guys on the shore leading the initiative.
I am so nice. All right.
Very nice. All right. So, nice natural 20. Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it started out right.
Absolutely you did.
It's all downhill. All downhill from here.
Downhill. All right. So, first things first. Chat, how's the music? I'm always curious. Is the music too loud in the chat? Let us know. You are at the top of the order, Tenoch. I don't know if you would necessarily know well, you certainly don't know about the shark.
I don't know about that massive fucking shark.
Right.
We didn't hear the theme song?
You did for a moment hear the Jaws theme song, but it kind of faded off into the distance. You could roll a history check.
So I was
going to say you could roll a history check to see if you would recognize the music. Really great score to that movie, by the way. So you're not really aware of what's going on. Oof. Yeah, you've never heard that music before.
Damn, that's a serious DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do know that Byron is on board the ship.
Yep.
He has shouted out for for Rhunar to return, but not in a. It didn't seem like it was in a way that was like concerned or raising an alarm per se. So, with that knowledge or lack of knowledge in mind, what would you like to do?
Well, and I do know, or have an idea of where Danvarius is.
You
Because
do,
of-
yes. You
because
have
of
an
my,
idea that your arcane eye.
Yeah.
Yep, you saw him swimming towards that granitic spire, although you don't necessarily know where the spire itself is located.
Right.
But you did know that it was relatively close to one of the shorelines.
Yeah. I'm gonna move up. 25. I'll move up to there just to get some extra eyeballs.
Okay.
A little higher position.
Okay.
And I guess what I will ask is, do I have an idea of Byron's tone?
No, because he was just when he yelled out before we ended the session.
Yeah.
I guess you know what, he wasn't really raising an alarm, like I said before. So
Okay,
even if you had rolled like a natural 20 on an insight
Sure.
check, it really wouldn't have made sense for you to know.
No worries.
And you definitely don't really know that you're obviously you don't know you're in initiative order as a character. But
All right.
you
Well,
know,
in that case, I'm gonna go up. I'll be on the ladder to the next part. I'll use a dash action to gain more height.
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Do you want
And
to like take
can't
any
see
other
shit
action?
Well,
you dashed, so I guess yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
yeah, I don't need to interact with any object for free.
All right, Theo. You watch as Tenoch heads up the ladder and moves away into the mist and kind of disappears from view.
I follow him.
Okay.
I probably should have mentioned that. I gotta remember that I only can see very far. Hey, I'm gonna try to get a. Oh yeah, I can't see shit anyway.
What are you doing?
Hey, I forgot that I was in the mist.
So why did you run up this way? What were you trying?
I was gonna get some. See if I could see more, but I can't.
I forgot that I'm in this mist. That's
Okay.
everywhere around me.
We're going to head back the other way, but we're going to do it together because I don't want you turned into a werewolf too. So I will have dashed to get up there, and I will end my turn.
That makes
Okay.
one of us.
All right, Byron.
All right. Byron's gonna kind of walk around the ship a little bit, look down through this little grate in the ship, see if he sees anything interesting.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
$16.
You, sir, look down in the cargo hold. It's very difficult to see. It is dark in there, and actually you can tell that things have darkened a bit as you can only imagine night is starting to set in. I don't believe you have illumination right now, so it's really hard to see. However, you do notice as you are scanning about that there's motion behind you near the water line, and you see this creature start to climb on board. It is this strange fish creature that has emerged, almost like the Thing,
Oh no.
moving up onto the deck. It is going to move
Now, when you say almost like the Thing, are you referring to
the swamp thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are you referring to Ben Grimm or perhaps John Carpenter?
I'm definitely a John Carpenter. All right. So you do see that. Actually, he hasn't moved yet because it's not his turn.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Byron?
So I've only moved. I think I was standing here before, right? So I think I've moved 5
You're right
feet.
here.
I was here, so I moved 10
Yep.
feet. So
Yep.
I'll move 5, 10, 15 feet, get on the top here, and I'll jump as far as I can this way to try and head towards the beach.
Okay. Yeah, you can use your full movement. Jump
Cool.
into the water. Yep.
And as I hit the water, I will feel energy course through me, like kind of an adrenaline surge, and I'll use my second move.
Okay. While you're swimming.
Yep. As soon as I hit the water, pretty much.
All right. Sounds good.
Do you utter any words as you cannonball into the water?
Oh shit.
It's gonna be cold.
Nope.
This is my death.
Not
All right.
cannonball. Okay.
All right. That brings us to the giant shark, Rhunar.
Wait, there's
Nice.
a giant shark Rhunar?
Yep. Okay, Rhunar,
Shark
you watch.
pretty
You
fierce.
can see it now as you're looking through the water at this thing, kind of wide-eyed. It emerges from the wreckage just beyond view, and it swims. It kind of swims up towards you, and it kind of nudges past you as it swims right next to you. Like it's checking you out. And you get a really good look at it. It's just got row after row of sharp, dagger-like teeth. And it definitely dwarfs you. It looks like it could just swallow you in one gulp. And then it kind of swims around you. It is definitely circling you. It is now your turn. What would you like to do? Dun, 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 dun.
I'm going to disengage and run away.
Okay.
I'm going to start swimming, disengage. 6. Okay, that's my 30 feet of swimming I think I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, swim speed of 30 because of my helm. That's my action. No, I don't still get movement on top of that, right? That was my action to disengage and then my movement.
Correct.
Okay, that's it. I'm going to try to get out of the water or into a space in the water where he can't reach me.
Okay.
And I'm going to come to the surface and yell, "There's a really big shark over here!"
Smart.
Who
Oh,
said
good.
that?
Rhunar found the shark.
I can't see anybody.
All right. That ends Runar's turn.
Use your halfling sonar.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure why this guy isn't showing up, but so there's this creature steps up onto the deck and does not make its way to you because you dove off of the deck, Byron. However, you see 2 more of them swimming in your direction at a pretty good pace from the south.
Careful, they're
And-
color coded.
They are color-coded. That brings us now to Tenoch. Tenoch, you did hear Rhunar shout out about a shark.
Okay.
Do you think it's an unfettered shark?
Yeah, that that doesn't sound good. We should head back
Yes.
from whatever errand we were doing up here.
I was following you because we're trying to stick to the buddy system.
Rhunar, where are you? I'll shout into the mist, and I will. Oh, I will hold an action of casting magic missile at somebody should they enter my field of view, which is very small. As long as that somebody isn't one of us, like a shark.
What level
specifically.
are you preparing it?
Oh, first level.
Okay.
Normal level, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
shark. I don't understand yet that this is fucking dire jaws.
Correct. All right,
Gonna need a boat.
Theo.
Dire jaws.
Theo's gonna move down to here, and is not sure what's going on at this point. Is just gonna yell, "Guys, what are you seeing?" And will take the defensive action here at the top of the ladder. He has the high ground.
I only see the mist.
Yeah, it's very difficult to see. You can see a little bit Tenoch down towards the water right below you. Same with you, Theo. But beyond that, it's really difficult because you guys are probably up about 15 feet from the water surface, so you can kind of see it splashing against the rocks. But that's
I don't see a shark.
All right, so are you taking a ready to action?
Defensive action.
Okay.
Or the dodge action. I apologize.
Dodge. That's okay. Byron.
All right. So you said I do see these two guys swimming towards me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grumble
Yes,
to myself, swim the rest of the way to the beach, step up onto the beach, kind of step up to the ladder, turn around, look for Rhunar for a second, and then I'm gonna yell, "Guys, there's a bunch of fish people coming after me."
What did you
And
do?
I didn't do anything. I climbed the boat. It's not my fault, and I'll pull my ethereal dagger and my shield off my back.
Was it their boat?
I don't.
We'll answer that on your next turn. That brings us to... All right, Byron, did you have an action that you wanted to take, or was it just shouting out?
I will ready an action. I will be using my dagger if they come up to me.
Okay. All right.
If I can.
You have readied your dagger attack. Got it. That brings us to El Gigante, who is going to... yeah, that's his name now. That's
He's a
canon.
Spanish shark.
He is.
They're very deadly.
El Gigante Muerte.
Rhunar, your movement, your rapid movement with the helmet causes a triggering effect for El Gigante.
Oh
And he
no!
is going to swim towards you.
He's attracted to the shiny brass helmet.
You should have just played Dead in the Water.
I don't think that'll work.
They only see things that are moving. It's just like T-Rex.
Like the T-Rex of the sea.
And he has a feature called Blood Frenzy,
Oh
which
god!
means he has advantage on attack rolls against any creature that doesn't have all of its hit points. Rhunar, where are you at with hit points right now?
I don't have all my hit points.
Aye.
Advantage? Just permanent advantage from now on?
As long as you don't have all your hit points. It is Blood Frenzied. So it is going to attack you.
I'm gonna be honest. That's not good for you, dude.
Stop it.
Sounds fine. It's fine.
You're fine.
Stop it. Go away.
Let's see what
I'm gonna
happens.
smack him. Smack him on the nose. Sharks don't like that.
Nobody likes that.
What do we got here?
2 5s.
27.
This.
Yep.
That'll
For
slip
33 piercing damage as it
What?
tears into your legs and rips a huge chunk of meat from your leg. But luckily for you, it only has one attack. So then it is going to swim.
Thank the maker.
Do I get an
about
attack
there?
of opportunity on it?
No, it didn't leave your
Oh,
range,
he didn't leave. He didn't
unfortunately.
leave.
Yeah,
Okay.
No.
I'm fine. I'm
It
fine.
is now your turn, though, and you are bleeding all over in the water now. Huge flash of red blood. You're chumming for this thing now.
I'm gonna scream again. There's a giant shark out here! And I'm gonna disengage.
Oh hey,
Crawl up on the beach.
See Rhunar.
you're not looking so
bleeding.
good.
Ah! And then I'm gonna use my second wind. Oh no, you're using my action. So I'm gonna move 5
Yeah.
more feet. Here. And that is it. I'm out of the
Yeah,
water.
you make it to the beach. You haul yourself up onto the beach in front of Byron, and Byron, you can see he kind of limps his way and collapses down onto the beach with this huge blood trail from behind his leg, and you easily see that he has been attacked by a shark to great success, we shall say. That brings us to the fish creatures, and they watch you head onto land, and they actually dip beneath the surface and disappear. This one walks back into the water and disappears as well. Tenoch, you can hear from your position. You just barely saw Rhunar splashing as fast as he could to shore. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna. I can occupy the same space as Theo. I'm gonna stand there and continue what passes for an overwatch here.
Okay.
And hold another level 1 magic missile against a shark should it appear to try to beach itself to get the other glute.
All right. Perfect. Theo.
The hell is going on? Theo yells.
Okay. Byron.
So guys, there were like 2 fish people over there. There was one on the boat that I definitely saw. There's got to be something good on that ship. Why would they protect it if it didn't have something good on it?
Trap?
I wanna see what's in that
Oh, you're right.
Remember the cave?
Yeah, you're right. We could burn it from here.
We could
We
just
have a
leave
bigger
it.
problem.
We got to get Danvarius.
Let me ask
Also,
you this.
Runar's
ask you this
missing
real
his
quick.
glute.
is.
Does
should go
anybody
after-
want to take any sort of an combat-related initiative order sort of action, or should we drop out of initiative at this point?
I
I'd say
don't plan on attacking anything unless it comes to us.
I'd say let's drop out of initiative, but keep it up so we don't have to roll up when the next crazy thing happens in a second.
Oh, we can always re-roll. I'm gonna start it all
Oh
over.
man, I had a 20.
I know.
Let's keep fighting. No, I keep fighting.
Let's go after that shark. All right, so you didn't really see the shark at this point anyways, but it definitely is disappeared beneath the water, the dark waters. You guys are getting the sense now that night is sort of setting in. Things are getting much darker. You hear the ocean crashing. You do hear a bit of thunder in the distance, crashing in the sky as a little bit of gentle rain starts to fall. Nothing too serious yet. What would you guys like to do?
So Danvarius is out there and he's alive.
Yep.
We need to find him.
Yeah, we need to find him preferably before it
he's-
gets any worse.
Yeah, if he's in that water, we need to get him out
Yep.
quickly. That
Well,
thing's
Tenoch.
enormous.
Tenoch has something about that. Tenoch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was near a large pillar of granite or some kind of rock, I guess. Maybe rhyolite. I'm not sure. I'm not a geologist. Those are 2 types of rocks that I know.
Was it over by the beach?
I have no idea. It's hard to tell because of this goddamn mist.
Well, you would know the general direction, right? Like if it was like west.
So I was in fact heading, sending. Oh wait. Oh no! Now I don't remember if I used. I found him on an arcane eye, so I sent my arcane eye west. So somewhere along the shore to the west.
How far offshore do you know?
Between 10 and 30 feet
Okay.
ish, maybe.
Okay. I think if we scour the shoreline and we scream out at the ocean, we might be able to hear him yell back. He might be able to signal us with a light of some sort. I know he's crafty like that. He might be able to do something like that. And then we
Hopefully
can
he was
figure out
able
how to go get him.
not lose his glute. Like Rhunar, Captain, your glute is off.
I don't want to talk about it.
Hold on. Keep plotting. Rhunar, come here. Just Rhunar, sit down.
Yeah.
And
Tenoch, can you?
Go puts his hands on the glute and casts Cure Wounds.
Ooh,
Cure glute.
Cure
glute.
That does an effective job of closing the wound so that Rhunar is not bleeding out on the beach like he was moments ago. So that's probably good.
That's really good.
Yeah, I'll say.
Wow, 27 hit points back for Mr. Rhunar Deg.
Nice.
Yeah.
Helps.
Now don't get it bitten again.
Tenoch, can you message Danvarius?
Yep.
Use your thing. Use the bird. Use the thing that you'll fold the leaf thing.
Yeah, I think I did message him before. I will message him again. Using the sending spell, I will say, Devarius, are you out of the water? We're coming to try to find you. You can reply to this message.
Let's start
Couple
making
more.
our way back along the coast.
Couple of moments pass, Tenoch, and you hear a response. Oi, mate. Yeah, I'm okay. I found a spot to hide out, but there's all kinds of creatures, sharks and other creatures about. It's dangerous. I don't know where I am, but seems to be some sort of island. There's something up. Oh my god. And then it just goes quiet.
He says he's on some kind of island. Perhaps there's creatures about. Maybe they found him.
We should hurry.
Yeah, let's move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before we go, Theo, can you heal me a little bit, please? Look, and I'll point at where like he slashed me, and then I'll point the other slash, and then I'll show him the bite mark that's like right behind my neck. And be like,
If I do, I am out for a little bit. You okay with that?
I am, because if I get hit by a breeze, then I'm out for a bit.
Yeah, to be honest, I think we probably should have healed Byron. Hey!
That helps.
Nice.
Well, somebody
Nice.
went
23.
diving into the water, and we didn't have time.
Yeah. We're not going to
Ouch.
spread out that much anymore.
You guys have been doing a great job of spreading the party out to various
Really bad.
areas on the map. I love it.
It makes it
So
fun.
fun. That's
Yeah,
why
no.
that's what these kind of maps are made for, to be honest.
Yeah. It's exploration.
Mm-hmm.
But generally
Definitely
not a
is.
good idea.
Yeah,
All right,
you
guys,
know.
let's hold hands and find Danvarius.
Let's go.
You guys
Yeah.
all hold hands and kind of skip along through the mists.
Yeah. You know what?
Kind of.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're off to save Danvarius,
I'm
the
between two
wonderful
of them
guide of all.
and holding myself up so my legs don't touch the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Like you do with a little kid. Mom
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
dad on either side,
exactly.
just
Like when you're a kid going to the grocery store.
Yep.
I love it.
Theo and
Tenoch.
Rhunar are swinging him.
Tenoch's just like, woo!
This is great, guys. All right, so you guys, I don't have the map up right now yet, but you guys are planning on moving to the western edge of the map? Is that the idea?
Yeah,
So
along
yeah.
like the shoreline,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
back up the
And-
ladders.
sure. So you guys
Across the little
climb back up
creek.
the ladders that are barely operable as ladders. They're just in terrible shape. But you get back up onto the plateau, about 50 feet above the water surface. The water's crashing against the shoreline. You make your way back across the here, let me do this. I'll show the map to the people in the chat. You guys make your way back across this chasm of rushing water that flows to a waterfall right here. And then you guys make your way back to, let me pop open this section of the map. Ooh, there we go. Oh, let's see here. I'll just move you guys onto the other side. That'll be easier. Do-do-do. Now I have the wonderful Wizard of Oz in my head.
Nice.
Oh God, Theo was teleported.
So you guys continue your way across to this area where the grave sites are, and then back over to the area where you initially entered the map and found this abandoned campsite.
Yep.
Back here, there are a couple of ladders that lead down to the beach that you scavenged and didn't find a whole lot. A couple of dead bodies, and you ascertain that there are a lot of different types of shipwrecks in this cove. And then even farther south is the entrance to the pirate treasure cave right here.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get up to the top of this cliff over here. Is this a tree here on the
It
cliff
is.
edge?
Yep, there's
Does
a
it look
tree on the
mostly
cliff
dead?
edge. It is. Yep, mostly dead, almost completely dead.
I'm
In
going
fact,
to.
yeah, it's totally dead.
Sweet. I'm going to take out a flask of oil and I'm going to douse it in oil
Okay.
and light it on fire as a signal to Danverius.
Okay.
As a giant bonfire to give him an idea of where we're at.
Okay.
And after I light it and after I see it starts to burn and burn higher, I'm going to start screaming, Danverius! We're over here! We're looking for you! We're going to find you! As loud as I possibly can. Pretty much screaming at the top of my lungs.
We go down
Send
to
us
the
a
beach.
signal!
All right, so you guys watch as Byron torches this tree and it just bursts into flames, giving off a significant amount of light, cutting through a bit of the fog and mists that surround the area. Let's
Give
see.
way.
Say it again.
They give way to the flame.
A little bit, yeah.
Nice.
You
See if I
know,
can find-
if
You can
possible,
see
I'll
20
cast
feet.
my cantrip on it too, and make it even brighter.
Let's see if I can find some fire.
Nice.
There's a fire for you.
Nice.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So I'm
you
gonna
guys are a little close.
I'm gonna double the bright light for 1 hour.
Okay. Yeah, it gives way, and you can see maybe 20 feet into the mists. You can see that there is a cliff here that there's a little smaller, lower level plateau below where the fire is burning. And then, of course, you can see that there is ocean beyond, and you can hear it crashing against the side of the cliff. And you can also hear that there is a storm that appears to be rolling in.
Oh yeah.
Well-
That sounds wonderful.
God dang it, guys.
Just a light rain at this point.
We should keep moving along the
Yep.
coast.
Yep, let's keep going. Keep your eyes peeled for a
Do
signal
you
from
think he could
Danverius.
have gotten farther than the cove? I thought he said he was in the cove.
I don't think it's that far.
I don't
mean,
know.
I
think
can't
it's out
see
in the
beyond
water.
this mystical black line right here, so
Right.
I don't know.
My thought is, if it's here, it's in the cove, which means if that way is across from the way we came, it's out there. We just don't know if it's closer to this side or the other.
I think it's closer to this side.
Wait, wasn't there a dinghy down on the beach there? Most of one.
Well, I didn't see anything that was shipworthy yet, but I could probably whip something together.
How quickly could you make something shipworthy?
We should go check it out.
It'd take me a couple hours for sure, at least.
I can
At least what
I
I was
have-
seeing down there.
magics that can literally repair hulls. We may be able to expedite that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've done some pretty crazy things on the sea.
Either way, if we want to get to Danverius, we have to
an
do
understatement.
something now.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get down to the beach. We'll whip something together and we'll get out there.
The fire burns itself out as you guys make your way down. The rain now falling pretty heavily. You make your way back down to the beach, and what do you plan to do, Byron? What are you going to do on the beach?
Okay, so assuming that all of this is accurate, I see this mostly together ship here. It's got a
Yep,
hole
there's a
on the
small
front
dinghy.
there.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I see a lot of just natural resources laying around to the north. So I'm pretty much just going to be like, all right, guys, go fetch me good wood that isn't rotten, that isn't waterlogged, and bring it back here as quickly as you can. And I'm going to start prepping the edges of the ship or the little dinghy here, cleaning it up, trying to get like places where I'm going to put new boards. I'm going to reach into my pouch and start pulling out what supplies I'm going to need, get my hammer ready, and just prepare to, put together the ship. And I have a thing for this, a background as my shipwright. I can, provided I have my carpenter's tools and wood, if they bring me wood, I can perform repairs on a water vehicle. When I use this ability, I can restore a number of hit points to the hull of a water vehicle equal to 5 times your proficiency modifier.
Okay.
And
But I
both
cannot do that again to the same ship until it's pulled ashore and fully repaired.
What's your proficiency modifier? 3?
4.
4? Okay, so you can add 20 hit points, sounds like, to a
Yep.
damaged ship.
and both Theo and Tenoch apparently have mending, which means I would imagine we are probably at least useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely useful. Yeah. And you're go ahead and roll. You guys are going to all look for some material for him. If you
Yeah.
are going to look, if you plan to be one of the people that's going to look, go ahead and roll investigation, because you'll have to sort of ascertain and evaluate the wood to bring him good useful pieces.
Big 10.
You do find some wood. It takes you some time. Rhunar, you kind of come up short. You may have gotten like the patch of debris that's been soaking in the ocean water. Some of it is a little bit higher up against the cliffside and maybe protected from wind and wave and sea salt, the spray of the waves crashing. So particularly Tenoch, you're able to find some pretty solid, relatively recent pieces of wood that have floated up on shore from a recent, maybe even Yanogu's Fury, who knows? But you find it, you're like, oh, this is going to be useful. You bring it back to Byron, and Byron, why don't you go ahead and roll, do your mending, or excuse me, your ship's right roll, and you can have advantage because you're getting helped by Theo and Tenoch, who are using their magic to help mend the pieces of wood.
So would you say carpenter's tools with dexterity? Or strength, I mean?
I don't know. You tell me. What do you think would make most sense here?
Um,
Which attribute score do you think would be the best? There's wisdom for maybe you're trying to patch things together. Intelligence, maybe you're trying to think back to plans and other repairs that you've done. Perhaps, I don't know if strength would be the right one because you're not really trying to powerhouse this thing together.
Right.
But you tell me what you think.
You know,
If it makes sense,
I'm
I'll
gonna
allow it.
I'm gonna go with wisdom. I'm gonna go with wisdom because I'm gonna go with like my past experience, the times I've done ship work in the past, which I have much experience doing. And you said roll with advantage.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a whole mast up here.
A 20.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. How much time are you going to spend, would you say?
I'm gonna try and go as quickly as possible without sacrificing structural integrity. So if it takes 2 hours, it takes 2 hours. I'm gonna try and get it done in under 2 hours, but I will go up to 2 hours for structural integrity.
Okay, roll a d4.
A 1.
Okay. And then roll a d20 for me.
A 5.
Okay.
We also
Yeah,
need to do that.
you're able to fabricate something that appears to be useful. and seaworthy based on the assistance that you're getting from your comrades here, and in less than an hour. In fact, the small dinghy, as it turns out, was in much better shape than you thought it was.
Sweet.
Hey,
It is a huge dinghy now. We
It's-
also have to
Dinghy is so big.
it's
We also-
clean.
we also need to consider that we already can't see very well.
Right.
And
Right.
there's a storm
And
Of
there's
some kind.
debris.
We might have to wait.
Here's what I'm thinking. It's
You
a
might not have
crazy
much time
idea.
out there, though.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
clinging to a rock.
How
well,
much?
Right.
How much
but
rope
if
do
we're
we
trying
have?
to find somebody in the dark, in the mist, in the rain, in the waves, like
How much-
and we can only see 10 feet, like
Yep. Well,
it's handicap on handicap on handicap.
right.
I-
Right.
I can see in the dark, and I can see underwater.
So here's my crazy idea. If we were
Hold
to
Rhunar underwater.
no, I was thinking if we just send two of us out in the boat, one of them holding the end of rope, and the other two stay on shore with the other end of rope, we can gauge how far we're searching out and get them back to shore with ease if we need to.
We just tie off, but we all need to go, and we need to go now.
Okay,
I don't
let's
think
do
we
it.
should separate the. I don't think we should
Yep.
split up again.
You're-
That was really
You're
bad.
right.
So
You're right.
Theo ties the
I think
rope
if
off
we-
to this large mast arm that seems to be on the shore.
How big of a rope do you have?
I have.
Because
I have
50 feet of
some.
rope isn't going to get us very far.
We've got several lengths of 50 feet rope. We've done 300 feet, I feel like, with it. So if we tie several, and I'm going to be real, Theo will say it slightly differently, but if it's more than 100 or 150 feet out, we're boned anyway.
50
Yeah, I
feet
don't-
will get you into some of the darkened area that you can't see into right now as players. Just
Right.
FYI. So
I have
I-
I have 50 feet of rope too.
I don't have any rope. I thought I had rope. I don't have any rope.
I also have rope. So we have 150 feet of rope.
Yeah.
Okay, that's plenty.
Tie it
Let's
up,
get wild.
boys. Theo
Plus
says
anything
as
we
he
could
just
stab.
ties it up using sailor's ropes.
Yep. Good
Sailor's
call.
knots.
Good call.
all right, you tie off the rope to the mast. You give it a tug to secure it. It feels pretty secure.
Perhaps a
You
hitch.
you fasten the ropes to each other with a sweet sailor's knot, and so you've got 100 feet of rope. Or are you going to go all 150? 150.
Going on 150
Yeah, let's
just in
just
case.
do all
Okay.
three.
So you've got 150 feet of rope. You throw the loose rope into the boat. It is a little bit of a smaller boat than you've been in before. The four of you can fit in it, but it's going to be a little interesting to see how you get it out into the surf. The waves at this point are crashing against the shoreline, so there will be some rolls that you're going to need to make.
How
Okay.
many
But
oars
you can do
or
it.
how many oars or paddles can we find? Because we
You
could try
are-
to leverage each of
Let's
us
see.
paddling.
What did you guys roll? So investigation. So Tenoch, go ahead and roll a D4.
How about 3?
You find 3 oars that are
Okay.
marginally useful. They're not in great shape, but you could also spend a little bit of time if you need to, sort of using some of the material that you found to makeshift an oar. So you've got 3 usables,
Okay.
which will help. So my question to you is, we're going to do what I like to consider a skill challenge. As you guys launch this patched together dinghy that's slightly too small for 4 people, although one of you is a halfling, so that's
Yep.
helpful.
And yo.
Tell me, each of you, we'll start with Rhunar. First of all, are you paddling? 3 of you can paddle.
I just
And
before we
then
get too far, I
I'll
have
get-
a quick
yep, I'll get to
I
you.
have
I'll
a
get to
quick
you in a second.
idea.
Yep, I'll get to you in a second. And then tell me what kind of a skill check you're going to make to get the boat into and over the surf that's crashing in It does need to be a skill that you are proficient in. Chad, what was
Great.
your thought?
So the boat is smaller. Somebody can swim magically with his helmet. It could be that maybe we leverage Rhunar, who can see better underwater anyway, into the water.
Sharks.
Yeah.
He's got like you got a trident now, right? That's like a water fighting weapon.
No, I don't have one of those. You got one of those? You got a trident?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I got one. It's magic.
It's just that's just a thought, but I mean there are sharks.
I kind of want one of those. Let me know if you see one. Anyways,
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
I don't know if I want to get back in the water with that big shark. I don't know.
That was
Is it
terrifying.
Dave,
Let's call it.
What
Go
time
ahead.
is it? Is it like
It's
late?
night. It's nighttime.
Oh, it's night. Okay.
It's hard.
Yep.
It's hard to tell in the mist.
Yep. You are definitely growing weary. You guys, most of you, I don't know about all of you, but you've taken some damage. Tenoch, I don't know if you took damage or not, but
0 damage.
yep, you guys have taken some damage, healed yourself, but it has been a long day. If you recall, you arrived traveling overland, and it's still that same day that you traveled. It was a 2-day journey to Farazin's Cove, and this is the night of the second day. So it's, you're pushing the limits of your energy reserves. Let's put it that way.
I think we should leverage whatever strength this boat has.
If we need to get in the water, we get in the water. But
I can
only
always
if it comes to that.
take a look around at times, but I don't know if I should spend the whole time in the water.
Okay, that's just a thought. All right.
Okay. So do we have to roll skill checks for getting the boat out?
Yep. So this is a skill challenge. So I want, like I said, each of you will start with Rhunar. Tell me what skill you're using. It does need to be a skill that you're proficient in. How does it pertain to getting this dinghy out into the surf and beyond these crashing waves?
I'd like to use acrobatics to kind of skillfully jump into the boat every time a wave is about to crash over my head. To try to like keep pushing the boat out. I don't know. What do you think?
So are you in the water?
Yeah,
Just
I
to
would be
clarify
like.
for me.
I imagine we're kind of just trying to push the boat out into the surf.
Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll athletics.
Or acrobatics.
Go ahead and roll acrobatics.
Nice.
Okay, that's not bad. Very good. Yeah, you're able to time it really well where you're kind of riding the waves and pushing the boat and sort of jumping and leaping over the crashing parts of the waves. So you've got a success. Byron, how about you?
All right. I'm thinking I'm going to utilize sleight of hand. I'm going to be pulling the waves, but I'm also going to be like trying to steer the boat as best I can, moving it into the right position, and then also monitoring the integrity of the boat to make sure we're not hitting waves at wrong angles and such.
Do
keep
you
us going.
have, I like where you're going with this. Do you happen to have water vehicles as a skill?
I sure do.
I would prefer if you rolled that than sleight of hand. I think it would make,
Very good.
you can still do the same thing that you're trying to do, but I think it would make more sense.
Totally. What attribute would you like me to use with this? Would dexterity make sense?
Absolutely.
Nice.
A 13.
Okay. You catch the wave in the chops a couple of times as it's crashing in, but you're able as well as Rhunar to sort of guide the boat into the surf, and you're making some progress. Tenoch, how about you?
I'm probably just keeping it normal. I'm in the boat, paddling hard, with my short but stout arms.
Okay.
I would like to use my natural athletic abilities, and the gifts that have been given me by the viewers. So I would like to use an advantage.
Okay.
on an athletics roll to power through the waves.
Great use of an advantage. Nice.
A 19.
Yeah. You're straining, the veins are popping out on your neck, and you can just see your pecs are just tight in your shoulders, and you're just pulling on those oars as you paddle your way with your two friends kind of holding and pushing the boat in the right direction, and you just paddle like crazy. That's perfect. Theo, how about you?
Theo is a trained sailor. He has water vehicle.
There
Him have skill, good sailor.
Yes.
He knows what skill he's going to use.
Me am use clever sailor juju. Make roll, sail good into stormy sea.
Okay.
So what skill is that?
Yeah, you're using
Water
nav,
vehicles.
Water
and
vehicles.
what attribute are you going to use?
Can I use Constitution to just like straight up, just push through that shit? Like, it's cold. I don't care. I'm pushing off. It's going to the right. That's fine. I oar harder.
I like that. I think the Constitution also, all that applies, but it also would sort of be like, you've been through a lot of shit today, and you are digging deep into that reserve of like energy, that half elf strength.
Pulls
and
out
you
of Four
are
Locos.
Half elves,
to,
apparently notoriously unkillable. The first famous one was alive for thousands of years, so I can burn a
Exactly.
little bit, and
Yeah.
I'm going to use an advantage.
Smart. Oh yeah.
Give me a 26.
Yeah,
That's
you
what's
you
up.
you dig deep, and you're able to, with the help of your friends, make progress as you guys push and row and navigate over this crashing shoreline, waves just pounding the shoreline. This storm whipping up pretty good, rain starting to come down as you guys paddle off into the darkness and the mists, and you get out to, let's see, about right about here. And I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. I'm going to use another advantage.
Okay.
Theo got a 17.
Ooh, nice.
Did you say
Tenoch.
dexterity?
Dexterity save.
I also got a 17.
16.
Ooh,
20.
very nice, fellas. The boat is shifting and rocking, and waves are coming over the bow, and you're taking salty water in the face, but you keep powering through, pulling on the oars, and you are able to, as a group, sort of balance your way as you make it past the surf that's crashing, and you get out into the more open water of the cove. It is still stormy and turbulent, and there are waves kind of coming in from all directions. You get the sense that you might have to make additional dexterity saving throws in the future, but you do make your way into the open water. Rhunar having maybe fallen out of the boat. I don't know, because he's not on stream anymore. But this is going to be a great time for us to take a quick break.
Yeah.
So let's do that. We're going to take a 10-minute break. Everybody who's in the chat, it would behoove me to remind you that we are giving away 2 badges for Virtual Greyhawk Con, which is coming up in October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. All you have to do is type the code word Greyhawk in the chat. Chat will show you how it's done.
No.
Type that in, and at the end of the stream,
Whoops.
we will go ahead and draw a winner. So please throw your hat in the ring for that. We will be back in just a little bit. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Hello, everybody. We
Lost
can't
Pete.
seem to find Andy. We don't know where Andy is. Has anybody seen him? Anyone?
He's outside howling at the moon. It's weird.
Oh, well, he wasn't the one that was bit by the werewolf. I think that
That's
was
right.
Byron, wasn't it?
I think I succeeded on all my con saves.
Maybe
Just
Byron
throwing
and
that out
Rhunar
there.
are two different people, but
That's
they
not.
were reversed.
See this? Okay, see this note right here. Don't look
That's
at
not
any of
how
this
I
other stuff.
that is not how I remember
see,
it.
See this
You
note
definitely
right here?
failed a con save.
See that? What does that say?
Byron failed con
failed
save.
con save.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my note from last week.
yeah, you definitely failed that save. Because I remember because Michael and I both, without knowing that we were looking each other in the eye, looked each other in the eye when that happened.
Yeah. Oh no, I knew I was looking you in the eye. That was
Yep, there was a lot of eye looking
That was the
during that
one
episode.
thing That was the one thing I was worried about. I used advantage on most of those.
You did.
I'm pretty. Yeah, you're right. I did
The
fail.
one you failed, you rolled like
now.
2 2s or some shit.
Yeah,
I rolled an 8. Was my high one.
Yeah.
You guys, anybody that's watching right now, we're totally stalling because Andy, who plays Rhunar Deg, of course, captain of the Good Buddy, everybody knows that.
He's
he
our
has
captain.
had a power outage in the place where he is currently located, and so we're just sort of kicking around, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. But I think we could probably jump into it, and we will make the assumption that for the moment, Rhunar is playing support staff
Just
for the
eating
crew.
peanut butter back there.
He
and doing an
he's-
amazing job.
He is.
He's
doing
just
a
trying
great
to
job.
keep his buttocks on.
That's right. He has taken some licks, and when I say licks, I mean shark bites.
It was, yeah. The shark definitely did not have the restraint of that owl.
No, not at all. It is now raining hard. Classic. You're fighting the waves into the surf. You've made it into sort of this turbulent section of the cove where waves are coming in from all directions, reflecting and refracting off of the high cliff edges, the rocky shoreline. It is as you know, with having seen much of the wreckage that lays about, it is a treacherous location, to say the least. You are in a makeshift, mended and patchworked dinghy. Much too small for the four of you. However, you managed to maintain your balance as you have paddled out into the surf. Where would you guys like to go? What would you guys like to do? And be prepared at some point in the near future to make an additional dexterity save.
Roll some damn dice. I think it's probably like, obviously we're hampered by our lack of vision, but it's probably going to be our best idea to like pick a direction, perhaps just out, and go into like the most pertinent waves. So,
Yeah.
you know, because we want to go into the nastiest ones, so we're not taking those ones to the side. Having been in water like this, it is not good. This is where people die.
This is a beam C, as they say.
Yeah, right?
All right, so you're going to head into the biggest of the waves. Roll a water vehicles check with intelligence for me, or survival, whichever you prefer. Do you have water vehicles as a skill?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Or perhaps you relay this to one of your companions who has more.
Yep.
I do, and I will roll
Absolutely.
water vehicles with
I'm
intelligence.
just the muscle of this. I'm not the brains of this operation.
All right. Yeah, Theo, go ahead and do that. Ooh, very nice.
25.
Yeah, you are able to navigate and pick out a line, and you direct your halfling friend, your powerful, beastly, yoked halfling Roman, to paddle his way into the waters. And you guys make it up to... Oops. Let's do this. Can I grab
I thought
it,
he was
guys?
Greek.
I did say Roman, didn't I? God damn you, Michael. Nothing slips by you, does it? You guys...
No, my grasp is too long.
All right.
I'm what Steve Zahn's character was supposed to be like in the Clive Cussler. Damn it, I don't remember the name of that movie. Never mind.
Never mind. You make it farther into the sea, and let's say you get to right about here.
This sucks.
Come on, guys. I know we can do better than this.
Everybody
Paddle,
roll
Tenoch.
a dexterity
Paddle.
saving throw for me.
Ooh. All right. I'm going to save my
God, you guys are good at
advantage.
these.
13.
Ooh, 14.
And somebody roll one for Rhunar. Here, I'll do it. That way, if he gets mad, he
Oh.
can get mad at me.
I rolled a
Let me find-
d20. I don't know what his dex
Let me-
modifier is. I think it's
All right,
5.
we'll use your roll. Let's
His
see here.
dex mod
Rhunar.
is pretty large.
Yeah, it is probably maxed out. His oh yeah. Yep, so you rolled a 12.
Yeah, so it's 17.
21. Because he is proficient.
21?
He's
Oh.
proficient. Yep, he's proficient.
Yep. That
All
makes
right,
sense.
so you are all able to maintain your balance. You do look about as Theo starts to sort of slip, but Rhunar reaches out and grabs his shoulder and pulls him back in tighter to the small boat and kind of saves you from falling into the water. You guys want to continue in that direction? Which direction do you want to go? You can go in any direction now. Any of them will be about the same at this point.
Straight out for the moment.
Yeah, I'm just
Can you
going to keep
make an
shouting
arrow for me?
motivation.
Do an arrow directional for me so I can kind of have a better idea. Okay, got it.
Why did you guys make actual arrows? Now you have to erase them.
That's what he said to do.
I thought he meant the little pointy bar thing.
All right, you get to right about here. Go ahead and so you are paddling along. Are you doing anything else while you're paddling?
I will cast Control Weather and stop the storm.
That's
Can you do
impressive.
that?
No.
Oh,
I will probably start. I might start chanting a song to myself or loud to just help keep myself in rhythm as best I can.
okay.
Is it a song we would have heard? Like from you before?
Probably not.
Damn.
Oh
Because
boy.
Theo loves this sea shanty, and as soon as he can pick it up, he will
You know what?
attempt to help.
You know what? Actually, that's a great point. I have spent. It's not in my background, but I have spent a number of years as a sailor on the seas, so it probably is a sea shanty.
You know some sea shanties. And I just want to say this. Thanks to Fantasy Animal Vegan, who just gave all three of you have 2 more advantages.
Nice.
And I have 5 more. Wow. Okay. Thank
That
you.
puts you at 13, doesn't it?
I have
I
13
love that
now.
person. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Fantasy Animal Vegan. Hey, quick heads up, Fantasy Animal Vegan, if you want to enter our giveaway, we are giving away 2 tickets tonight to 2 badges to Virtual Greyhawk Con. Just type the keyword Greyhawk into the chat and you will be entered to win. Best of luck to you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Is
All
that
right.
American gray or English gray?
Here, I'll show you how it's done. Grey Hawk. There you go. All right. You are
Righteous.
you are entered to win.
I do want to make one note.
Please
At least
do.
we have Andy in Discord again. I'm unsure if he's here.
Andy, are you with us?
He's not really with us.
No, he's not.
He's not
He is
fully
having
back.
a power outage. Just so anybody who is joining us right now in the chat knows, Andy was here, and he will be back. We certainly hope that he's. We have gotten text messages. He's fine. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm still setting up, but I'll be back in a minute.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
It's good. The sharks are upon you.
We look forward to it. Byron, go ahead and roll me a d20.
We're using him as bait. You've already tasted
fishing.
his sweet.
He's a
sweet
great
meat.
chum.
11.
All right, guys. So you continue to paddle out. Are you looking for things? What are you doing as you're paddling? Are you just straight up trying to move the ship or the small dinghy, or are you trying to accomplish other things while you're on the waters?
Trying to find this island best we can.
All right. Everybody roll perception checks.
I probably won't be rolling that check as
Okay.
I am concentrating on locomotion.
Yep.
I'm
Got it.
using advantage.
And
Okay.
I'm mostly using what little percent. Like I'm looking around, yeah, but I'm mostly just trying to keep people motivated. So I'm going to be like, "We got this, guys! Like Tenoch, row, keep rowing." I'm going to be checking on Theo, like, "Keep your eyes peeled on the east side."
He's
I'm going to be looking at Rhunar, "Look to the west."
Okay.
Theo is now bodily singing a sea shanty while keeping an eye out.
All
Nice.
right. Theo, you look about trying to ascertain where this island might be, but given the darkness of night and the thickness of the mists that swirl about and the turbulence of the waters that you're paddling into with your party, the small dinghy being thrown to and fro by these big crashing waves that seem to all they want to do is tip you and dump you into this cove. You do notice something. You notice something big that almost brushes up against the side of your small dinghy, something moving beneath the water.
The shark is here.
Boombaya, the shark is here.
You see it momentarily as it disappears beneath you in the dark waters. The rest of you, if you look about at all, you do not see any sort of anything below. You missed it if it's there. Which way would you like to go paddling now? Think of this almost as like a hex crawl.
Still straight out for the moment.
I
Yeah,
think.
continue.
Yeah.
Andy's back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
A part of me says no, but that part of me knows that I can't actually see what that part of me sees.
Hey, there he is. Hi, Andy. Everything okay over there?
Yep. Had a power outage. Had to run around my house like a crazy person trying to find an outlet that worked so I could plug the internet back in.
Everything's
Half the
okay
house-
now, though.
Half the house went out. Half the house is still working. So
Well, it's good to have you back. You
weird.
now have 2 advantages.
Woo!
I do need you to catch up to us, so please make a dexterity save.
Deck save. Here we go.
Yeah, you're good at this. We have a green
Nat
arrow
1.
on the board.
Ooh, 11.
Oh. Okay.
Can I use an advantage?
You
After
can.
the fact?
But
Okay,
but
I'll
from
use
now
one.
on, we're gonna use them before.
Okay.
But go ahead. Yep.
So I'll try that again. Deck save. Here we go. That's better. 22.
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, you almost slip out as a rogue wave crashes into the side of the dinghy, but you maintain your footing, and you guys continue moving forward in this direction, getting to about here. And is that the right direction, guys? I would like you all now to make a dexterity saving throw again. And
advantage.
yep, go ahead and do that. Let's go Rhunar, roll also a d20 for me.
Okay.
Oh. Nice use of an advantage, Tenoch.
Thank you.
It's a good thing Animal Fantasy Vegan showed up. Save your asses
No
here.
kidding.
How many did I get with that? I got one extra.
Just 2.
one.
Just
I
2.
got 2 just now.
Yep.
Okay. Just keeping tabs here.
Yeah, I'm not even bothering paying attention to your advantages anymore.
Okay, I can see where we are. Okay. All right.
All right. So Theo, a wave hits and you fall into the water. Right about here, off the side of the boat. Everybody watches as you're unable to grab him as he slips out of the boat and splashes into the water. Let's see. Did you roll a d20 for me, Rhunar?
Yeah, 24.
Just a straight d20.
Oh, I forgot to roll that. Sorry.
Yep.
Here we
Go
go.
ahead and roll that.
He rolled a 24 on a d20.
A 7.
Okay, perfect. All right, Theo, you find yourself floating in the water, getting crashed, waves smashing into your face. You gulp down some water, but you manage to sort of get to the surface, and you see the small dinghy kind of drifting into the fog. You're right at the edge of being able to see it.
I'm gonna swim to the dinghy.
Okay, you start swimming. Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me. Is anybody else doing anything else while he has fallen out?
I'd like to rush to the edge of the boat and see if I can help pull him back in.
You don't even need to rush the edge because you're already there. It's a very small boat, so you can just sort of like reach over.
I'm gonna be
Theo,
counter-weighting.
you 18. Okay, so
18.
you're able to get up to the side of the boat. As you do, you kind of reach up. Rhunar reaching out to grab you. You grasp his hand, and you feel something brush against your legs underneath the water surface.
In the boat.
I'm gonna try and climb into the boat before it bites me.
I think you guys are going to need a bigger boat.
Oh boy.
Oh man, how
Well,
long have you
yes.
been waiting on that?
Forever. Oh, thank you. All right. You get back into the boat, Theo, and again the waves are crashing. Which way would you like to go? Man, we're getting a lot of good use out of this map.
Theo is disoriented, so he's not gonna have any good input.
Yeah, you're spitting out water. You've got some
Rhunar.
kelp in your hair, in your curly locks.
I'd like to shove my face in the water and see if I can tell where I was. Tell where I am based on my earlier swim.
Okay, it's a lot darker now because it is nighttime, but you do look down and you can see there's a huge shipwreck right below you. You get the sense that you are possibly in a similar area to where you were before when you saw that giant shark.
Right. I think we need to head west or south a little bit.
A lot.
If you say so, Captain. And he goes back to, he spits a breath out, yells that, and then just at the top of his lungs, sounding for all the world like any crazed madman at sea from a film, starts belting out another sea shanty.
All right,
defiance of the storm.
Roll a performance check for us. If you want to use an advantage, let me know.
I do not. We'll give it a shot. It's still a 19.
That's pretty good. All right, you guys, as you continue paddling, I need you to make a dexterity save, but with the rousing performance from Theo, I will allow you to make it with advantage.
Nice.
Which just saved Theo.
Mm-hmm. Nice. 23, I like it.
Oh, whoops.
18, okay. Byron, let's get another one for you.
Yep.
Okay, very
18.
nice. Yeah, you guys are all able to maintain your position in the boat as you head south, and we'll get you to right about here. And as you guys continue paddling, you see the dorsal fin of a shark surface right next to the boat, and the boat almost like takes a bit of a bump that you know was not from the waves itself. And so you can see like right about there. Again, you can pretty much, so where Tenoch's aura is, that's pretty much what you can see for the most part. But you guys are making your way south. You guys continue in that direction, I'm assuming?
Yuppers.
Yes. Straight
Okay.
south.
Yep. So you guys head straight south, and as you do, you start to see the side of the ship. The ship that you saw previously.
Yeah.
The Yanogu's Fury.
Yeah, we're going the wrong way. Theoretically.
Let me do this. Let me
Well,
grab this,
that's out of character. I see something, and from the dinghy, it's within 10 feet of me to the southwest. Dave, I'll let you adjudicate whether or not I see anything.
yeah, hold on. I'm trying to move your visibility thing. Give me a second. Why can't I move it?
Magic?
Move what?
One sec.
I found a whole website called sailorsongs.com
Oh, of course.
This alarms me in the best possible way.
that has nothing but the lyrics of sea shanties.
What the hell? Why can't I move that? That's dumb. What's going on? All right. What did you see, Theo? I can't do what I wanted to do, of course.
A rocky island. Or like the edge of a rocky outcropping thing. I probably saw everything to the east of the ship.
You haven't seen a rocky outcropping yet? Based on what I'm looking at for Tenoch's aura of visibility that gives us a guide roughly of what you can see. But if you want to head west, you certainly can. You have basically what you've done is you've paddled out to Yanogu's Fury.
But we need to go southwest away from it either way.
Right. And for whatever reason, it's not letting me move this stupid thing. All right. That's dumb. So you guys are going to head southwest.
Dynamic lighting. Yeah. Southwest.
Okay. So, as you do so,
Or roughly that direction, away from this boat.
over here, right?
Yeah.
Approximately. Okay. And as you do, you're looking for this rock outcropping. Go ahead and everybody roll a perception check for me. So dumb that I can't move it. Oh, there. Now I can move it for some reason. There we go.
Nice, Tenoch.
Tenoch.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
So
Thank
Tenoch,
you.
the mists part momentarily as a crash of thunder draws your attention to the south and west, and you see a rock outcrop, and then it fades away as the mists kind of swoop back in and obscure your visibility, but you do catch it for just a moment.
And that's the...
You also hear, because you rolled a natural 20, this would be to the south and west. You also hear, because of that natural 20, what sounds perhaps like the flapping of wings.
Rhunar's
above
camera
you.
came back on.
Rhunar is invisible. Oh shit.
I will say to my fellows, rocks to the port side, whatever side of the, if that's orientated the way we're going.
Everybody roll a dexterity save for me.
There's something flying overhead.
11.
Ooh.
7.
Ooh. Rhunar, is Andy gone again?
He got a 15. Oh, wait, no, it would be an 18.
Yep, 19. But yeah, so you guys see this. Tenoch shouts out rocks, and it's almost too late because you guys lose control as the water starts to push you towards this rocky outcrop, and the boat starts to get close enough where it gets smashed up against the rocks from the waves, and the boat starts to come apart.
We found it! Climb!
We just run across up the bow.
You guys are gonna try to climb?
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Theo's trying to climb.
Since I'm
all right.
so
If
small,
you are trying to climb, roll an acrobatics check, or athletics, check.
Yeah, athletics. Hiya. Oh, hiya.
9.
Uh-oh.
16.
Okay.
What's going on? Is the boat sinking?
The boat is coming
The
apart
boat is
underneath
getting-
us.
Yep, the boat's coming apart as it gets thrashed up against this rock outcrop that you found. Tenoch is trying to climb. He's making his way up this steep spire that's almost straight up. Theo, however, is having difficulty getting a foothold and falls into the water below your feet. I need you to roll. What are you going to do, Rhunar? What's your
Okay,
plan here?
I'm sorry, I'm super distracted. So the boat's sinking. Everybody's
Yep.
jumping
Boat's-
off.
Is the boat sinking, or is the boat just headed towards
The boat is
rocks?
coming apart. The boat is coming apart as it gets thrashed up against the rocks.
Do we still have our rope tied to the
It is.
shore
Yep.
behind us?
Yep. 150
Okay.
feet. You're still within 150 feet of the shoreline.
I'm gonna take the end and start fastening it to the grappling hook that I have.
The end of the rope.
Yeah,
Okay.
the end that we have on the boat right now.
Roll a dexterity check for me.
Okay.
Or survival, whichever you prefer. Either a straight dex or a survival check.
I'll go straight dex.
Okay. Meanwhile, Rhunar, I was mentioning how you hear these flapping wings from above in the mist and darkness.
That wasn't very good. It was an 8.
Okay, so you're having trouble. You're frantically trying to tie this off using your skill as a marine, but you're unable to do it. And you see that below you, the boat is breaking up. Byron, what are you doing? You're about to be in the water.
As a crazy last ditch effort, I'm gonna like reach into my pouch. I'm gonna pull out stuff and start trying to fix the boat really fast. I'm gonna do a crazy. I'm gonna let's see here.
Okay, roll a carpenter's tools check using survival. Or using what is survival? Is that a wisdom based? Using wisdom.
A 15.
Okay. Unsuccessful. As the boat starts to fall apart, you quickly realize you're getting your tools out and you're just like, there's no way I'm going to be able to fix this. The boards are snapping and breaking and it's falling apart beneath you. Roll a dexterity save for me. Rhunar, also roll a dex save.
23 on the dex.
Okay, you instead leap from what's left of the boat and grasp onto the side of the rocky cliff. Rhunar, you do the same. You're clinging to the side of this cliff as the waves are bashing up against you. Go ahead, both of you guys, roll a d6 for some bludgeoning damage. Theo, you're in the water, so roll 2d6 as you're getting blasted with wave action that is blasting you against this rocky outcrop. Tenoch, you are climbing. You're free climbing up the side of this thing, and you get to about, let's see.
Channeling my inner Alex Hanold right now.
You get to like right about here.
Okay.
Right there.
Just clinging to the side?
Yep.
Or is there like a lip or anything?
There is. You get up and there's a small little platform right here.
Okay.
That you've climbed up, probably about 15 to 20 feet.
Okay.
The rest of you are taking damage. Theo, you're in the water. Rhunar and Byron, I'm assuming you guys are going to potentially climb to get out of the damage zone.
Yeah.
Or your friend is also in the water. Based on your passive perception, both of you would know this.
Is he floating away?
He is getting bashed against the rocks below you. He's like reaching up and just...
Can we try
He's
to...
kind of like flailing in the water.
I'm going to reach down and try and like grab his collar and just yank him up behind me.
Yeah, I'm going to try to help in any way I can.
Okay, so roll an athletics check with advantage as Rhunar is helping you, Byron. Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
Nat
Nice.
20, you reach down and grab him by the collar and just yank him out of the water and stick him up against the side of this rock. And Theo, you're like stuck up against it.
I'm a gecko.
And you now are clinging there. You guys, I need everybody who's going to start climbing to roll a athletics check.
I'm gonna burn one of my advantages.
Yeah, I was going
Okay.
to do the same.
Okay.
18.
Nice. 13 for Byron.
Gene.
Tenoch, you are up on this
17.
platform. What are you doing when you get there? So you've kind of got up. You're on your feet.
How much space is up here? I guess if I
Not
see,
much.
especially if I, okay. And there's more stuff above me.
Yep, it goes up another 15 feet
Okay.
of sheer cliff. At
Um,
least that's what you see. You can only see
Sure.
15 feet because of the mists. So
Right.
you can see that it continues up the spire.
This is wonderful. Um,
You probably have like about 4 feet, of a ledge to stand on.
Okay.
Like almost like a 5-foot square, really.
right. I'll probably take a look like to the west just to see what's around, what's kind of in the area on the rocks, not like out in the water, but just on the rock here to find if there's like, because 4 of us aren't going to fit on a 5-foot square.
2 of us will if one is you.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a very good point. All right, go ahead and roll roll a perception check.
Okay. I don't see shit.
What'd you roll?
A 1.
Oh, yeah, you don't see
Modified
shit.
201.
You don't see anything,
Okay.
but I do need you to roll initiative.
Oh. Just me?
Yep.
Oh. That's
You're the only
Uh-oh.
person that's in initiative order right now. You don't see.
God damn it.
You don't see much, but you hear something.
2 in a row. At least he got him out of the way now.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully.
I guess this is what happens when you roll a natural 20 for your first initiative in a sesh. You're going to roll a 1 for the next one.
Right. Okay, so the rest of you are climbing. I just want to double check to remember what you rolled for athletics. You guys rolled pretty well. Okay, so you guys are climbing up 10 feet. You're looking down at the water just crashing. You can see Byron as you look back. You're 10 feet above, and the dinghy is almost unrecognizable as it just breaks apart into bits and pieces below you. There is still a rope that's attached to the dinghy that goes presumably back to shore, but that is being washed away with the debris. Rhunar, I don't know what would have happened. You failed with the attempt to attach your grappling hook, but
I'd like to think I still have the rope, but I don't know. It's up to you.
you still have your grappling hook. That's
Okay.
what you do have. Yep. But the other rope has long since been dragged into the surf.
Yeah, I imagine that rope not being attached to a boat is going to be real hard to hold on to.
Yeah. Especially climbing. So, let's get another athletics roll from each of you for the climb. Meanwhile, Tenoch, as you're looking to the west, trying to see through the mists, you hear behind you this, and
Behind me?
yep, as some sort of creature surprises you from behind and comes in. Do you have anything that would affect a surprise as a PC?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you barely catch a glimpse of motion. You kind of turn around and you see this winged creature above you, flapping its wings. It kind of looks something like this.
Oh. Yep.
Oh, hey!
Hooray! Vampire rock.
No, it's so yeah. The player knows what that could be and is concerned.
It flies in and flies past you, and it is going to attack you with its talons. First attack is going to be a 9, and
No,
then
sir.
it is going to attempt to bite you as well as it flies past. And I'm going to use one of my advantages. So a 19 or a 8. So we'll go with the 19.
Let's go with the 8. Yeah.
Thank you, Fantasy Animal Vegan. You take 7 piercing damage as it bites you with its talons, and then flies past you into the darkness beyond your vision.
I will.
Yes.
I'm gonna remember that I have the ability to speak telepathically with my friends. And
It is your turn.
I will telepathically shout to probably Byron, as he is the closest token I can see. There's something flying. It took a chunk out of me. I am going to, and it flies out of my range of vision.
Yes, you cannot see it. It disappeared into the mists beyond you.
Okay. I am going to kind of turn myself around so I'm kind of facing outwards or whatever, and hold a thunder wave for when this thing comes back. To fucking thunder wave it in the face.
Thunder wave at it. Okay, so you're preparing a spell.
Yes.
Readying a spell, as it
Ready.
were. Now, when you ready a spell, my understanding is that whether or not you use the spell in the following round, it actually uses a spell slot. Is that your understanding as well? Because
I have
that's
no idea. I've
unfortunately,
never thought about it.
That's what happens.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
what
have
happens.
this is the 3rd spell you've readied. If you didn't know that, I will say, because that would suck. I will say that you've
Tenoch
only
would know
expended
that, though.
one. Well, but he did ready the spells. So I will say that one of your spell slots, the 1st level magic missile that you readied earlier, is expended, but I won't ding you for all 3 of them. But just keep that in mind. Okay, so the rest of you now have made it to the top of this next level, right about... Oh, I got the boat in there. I'll take care of the boat in a minute. You guys have made it up to the top level of this spire. And this boat is gonzo. Each of you roll initiative and let's get in the fight.
Right. I'm gonna pull my shield.
Well, it's not your turn yet, so just
Okay.
first roll initiative. I like your enthusiasm.
My guy. Okay.
Okay. That makes sense.
Are you okay with that? If we just, I'm not going to
No,
take you
yep,
for all
yep.
3 of them.
No, that's
Okay.
fine. I didn't. I mean, reading it in the player's handbook on D&D Beyond, not a sponsor, is that absolutely makes sense. I just never. I don't know that I ever specifically read that specific sentence, but yeah, that makes perfect.
We'll file that in. Good to know for future reference. All right, so we are at the top of the order. And Tenoch, this creature flies past you again and is going to...
Yeah, as soon as I
comes
see
in
it,
with
just
talons.
boom.
Okay.
As soon as it hits my vision, I'm gonna unload.
All right,
Or
go ahead and
I'm
roll.
gonna release. I'm gonna release this thunder wave.
Okay, go ahead and release said Thunderwave. It is a DC, let's see, con save. All right.
Yeah, DC 16 con.
All right.
Come on, baby.
I'm going to use my advantage on this one.
I'm sure you will.
Which one, though?
Oof.
Oh,
So I've succeeded. It still takes damage, though, doesn't it?
It does.
Successful
so he
save.
will
Creature takes
take
half damage.
2d8 thunder damage. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So good.
So you hit it as it comes in and tries to grab you with its talons. And I'm going to use my an advantage on this because I've got a ton of them thanks to Fantasy Animal Vegan.
Stop that.
Yeah, leave. Never come back.
That's going to be a 19 to hit.
17 slashing.
Don't worry. I only have 10 advantages left.
Yeah.
11 according to my count.
Nah, I used one earlier. Beak attack with an advantage. 14 only.
Oh, that'll miss.
Okay, so it misses with the beak and it flies past you into the darkness.
Did we
Beyond your
see it
vision.
fly by?
When we get to your turn, I'll have you roll a perception check. How's that sound?
Okay.
Rhunar, roll a perception check. Because you definitely heard the flapping and you heard the screech.
And you heard my
Oh, 180.
Yeah,
That's
Rhunar,
17
you definitely
damage is a
saw it. Rhunar, you saw it as it flew past. Just momentarily, like it was just a brief glimpse. And it disappeared into the mist again.
Wow. Okay. So we're in initiative with an enemy that's like we don't have contact with.
Yep.
It's very hard to see.
Well, there's nothing to attack. Is there any way for us to move off of this area that we're on?
You can move. You have movement. So where would you like to move?
Like, can I move to the south? It looks like it narrows into nothing. Like,
You
I
can
can't
move.
tell
Yeah.
what the topology of this is. Like,
It is a very narrow spire. Think of Angel's Landing in Moab. Or in, is that in Moab? I think it is.
I guess
A very, very narrow piece of cliff edge. So if you screw up, you're going to fall. But you can certainly move south on this level right here. If you can see my ping.
All right, so
no, you
show
can't.
that again.
Yeah, here we go. So my ping here. You could move along this line right here. Which you should be able to see. You can see 15 feet roughly from where you are. You could drop down 15 feet to this area down here, which you can see if you look hard enough. You'll be able to see that there's a platform down here. So that's up to you. But yes, you can move. Just let me know what you want to do, and I'll tell you how much movement it'll take.
All right. Did I see Tenoch get injured?
Are you within 15 feet of Tenoch? I think you are. Yes. Yeah, you would have seen the creature. Like I mentioned, you'd rolled a 20 perception. You saw the creature come in and rake its talons across Tenoch's back.
All right, I'm
He's
gonna
kind of trying to adjust to see it.
I'm gonna say, let's pull Tenoch up here with us, and I'm gonna move south to a little bit to make room, and I will take.
you guys are higher than me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're up above you.
Oh, okay.
We've been
And
doing a
so-
lot of drugs over here, man.
I guess,
They're high as
yeah.
hell. Rhunar, are you going to try to stay on that high level that you're on, or are you going to drop down?
I'm gonna try to stay on the high level.
All right, here, I'm going to move your token. Let me take care of that. So you're right there.
Okay.
Roll a dexterity check to maintain your balance, because this is a very narrow piece of rock that you're on right now.
Just
So
straight
dexterity
dex?
check. Yep. You could roll athletics, or excuse me, acrobatics.
Okay. The 13.
Yep, you're able to maintain your balance, but it's kind of like walking a tightrope almost across where you are right now. So you've moved 5 feet. You've used 5 feet of movement.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my shield and take the dodge action.
Okay. That brings us to Mr. Byron.
All right. So I'm at the top.
Yep.
Look down. Can I see Tenoch?
You can. He's about 10 to 15 feet below you.
All
You
right.
just make him out in the mist. And
hypothetically
roll a
speaking-
perception check for me. Real quick, so I can get a vibe for what you're... Okay. You did
10.
not see the creature.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to pull my shield, and I'm going to move 5, and then looking down. I know you just told Rhunar, but I was trying not to get any spoilers. How far down is this ledge over here?
It's about 10 to 15 feet below you, roughly.
All right, I'm gonna go 5 feet, and then I'm gonna kind of snake past Rhunar and do a little jump and try and land down here.
So roll an acrobatics or athletics at disadvantage, because you are moving across a very narrow spot. And Rhunar, roll a dex save.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my last advantage to make
Okay.
it just a normal roll
Okay.
for a 13.
Okay. Rhunar, dex save, please. Beat a 13.
Trying to figure out if I'm going to use my advantage.
Okay.
$23.
Yeah. Byron kind of pushes past you, and you're like, "Whoa, easy, dude!" And then you're able to maintain your balance on this little narrow piece of rock, as maybe chunks of rock sort of fall off and disappear into the mists below, probably splashing into the ocean. And Byron, yes, you are able to make it over to that other landing.
Excellent. And it's about how far below the above landing?
Well, so you are still on the upper piece of the landing. Yep.
if I wanted to make it over,
you haven't dropped down. You're still on the same level as Rhunar. You have not
Okay.
dropped yet.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down then. I'm gonna drop down to this landing down here.
Okay. All right. So you drop down a couple feet, and you can see a little bit farther. You can see how there is a little bit of a platform that you're on. There is rock ledge above you, and there is just a steep cliff that drops down to the water below, and it disappears because you're probably like at this point about 30 feet above the water level.
All right. I'm gonna hunker in. So I'm gonna like duck down and I'm gonna prepare. Well, actually, I haven't used an action yet. Really. I'm gonna go ahead and hammer a python into the side of the cliff and hook into it basically, so I'm not falling off at any point.
Okay. Byron, you also, based on your passive perception, you catch the faint odor of like burning, some sort of like a burning odor. And you're not sure from what direction, but you can smell a bit of burning.
Ooh, that doesn't
and that
sound
will
good.
be the end of your turn. Theo, you're up on this piece of the platform, so you're also above Tenoch. You can just kind of make him out below you on the rock ledge. And roll me a perception check. Let's see if you saw the creature. You did not.
9.
You only heard the shriek, and you heard the response from Tenoch as he was attacked.
Okay. I'm going to not move. I am going to ready an action. That is, if when I see this asshole, I will use my Wrath of the Blade Bearer feature.
Okay. All right. You have readied an action. Tenoch.
Oh man. I am going to I will try to climb up higher.
All right. Roll an acrobatics check for me.
An athletics roll?
Or, excuse me, athletics. Thank you.
I'm going to make it with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There we go.
you
23.
scramble. You scramble easily up to where Theo is, sharing the space that he's in.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll probably roll or move just beyond him.
Okay. All right.
And,
So you've used your movement. Is there anything else you want to do?
Dodge.
Dodge action. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, that brings us to the creature that is currently flying about. It is going to fly past, and Theo, you see it emerge into the space next to you. Go ahead and release your attack that you had prepared.
It's not an attack. It's just
that's
he's
right,
now
it was the
marked
ref.
by the ref
Yep.
of Lake Bear.
Got it. All right, let me put that on him. Okay. He is going to see you, and he's going to rake his talons. And you see this winged creature with this long neck and this sort of like demonic-looking eagle head that comes in and just swipes at you with these huge claws. Let's see how he does.
No, sir.
First
Didn't like it.
Talon attack. I'm going to go ahead and use an advantage on this one. Because Animal Fantasy Vegan gave them to me to use. An 18? That will be 15 slashing damage. And then it will try to bite you as it kind of grips into you. It kind of pulls you close to it and bites with its beak. I'll do another advantage. 14 only.
Misses.
Somehow you're able to sort of bash it off of you with your sword or a weapon. And it flies back into the darkness.
I assume it has some sort of flyby attack rule so that there are no attacks of opportunity.
Do you try to take an attack of opportunity?
I absolutely will.
It does not have any effect. It flies by you and disappears into the mists. So yeah.
Jerk.
Yeah, it's not nice. Rhunar, you are balancing on this narrow precipice. Byron, having just kind of pushed past you, you regain your balance. What would you like to do?
I'm going to try to kind of follow Byron's lead and kind of climb down to that lower landing that he's on.
Okay, easy enough. You're able to get down there and kind of share a space next to him. Absolutely.
I will kind of move over, like down this way. Can I start? Can I climb up to this thing that's smoking? Would I be able to see that? I wouldn't have been able to see that.
Somebody's got a barbecue over there,
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
smoking
Right.
a brisket.
Oh, I still had advantage on about a 23.
You also catch the faint odor of smoke burning, something burning, and you look up and you can see that there's from where you're standing, it's about 10 feet up to that platform above, and there is something burning.
Can I try to climb up to it?
Roll an athletics check for me.
Right.
This is a very narrow piece of this rock granitic outcrop, a spire, if you will.
Jesus.
You
9.
start to climb up it, and the rock starts to break. It's brittle, and you fall back down and land next to Byron.
Is that my action?
I will say yes.
Okay. All right, I will just hold here, I guess.
You do have the opportunity to say like a quick phrase if you want to, or that kind of thing. But you have.
I'll
used
just
your-
say, there's some kind of weird shit smoking up here. I think we should destroy it.
Probably what causing the fog.
Smoking
I
shit.
know. Let's destroy it.
All right. Byron, it is your turn.
All right. If I'm hearing this, that there's some weird shit up here smoking, I'm gonna go up there and see if it'll share.
Okay, roll an athletics check to climb up. See if you can bogart that joint.
Can I get at some of that brisket?
Please roll better than I did. Oh God.
You are unable to make it up, and you do utilize most of your action. I will give you an opportunity to say something or use a bonus action if you have a bonus action.
As a bonus action, I will pull my dagger as well. So now I have a dagger and a shield out.
Okay. Theo.
Ready an attack action if it comes within arm's reach.
Okay. Tenoch.
Yeah. Oh man. No, what I want to do, I shouldn't do. I'm gonna ready an action to attack it if it comes within arm's reach too.
Okay. Let me just expand this a little bit so you can get the full. You can see the full spire that you guys are atop at this point.
Still no Danny Various.
You do not see Mr. Danny. All right. We come to the creature's turn.
Dave,
Yes.
possibly very important if it is undead or fiend or something like that. It does have disadvantage to attack me.
Okay. Good to know. That is important. Remind me that when we get to you.
I just remembered it, so I will.
Yeah, shit. All right, so it flies in. Rhunar, you hear the and you look up just in time to see this creature come in and try to grab you with its talons.
It's gonna take off your other glute. Look out.
Yep, I'm gonna roll with advantage.
I just sewed that back on.
19 for 11 slashing damage.
Misses.
And then it is nice. And then it is going to attack you with its beak attack, which I will also roll with advantage. 22 for 5 piercing only.
That hits.
Okay. So you take 5 piercing, and it disappears into the darkness again. And as you look up and it comes in, you dodge the first talon attack, and then it bites you on the shoulder as it flies away. You get the sense. You almost get the sense that it was trying to pull you off of the ledge.
I can't
with
get
that
an
last
attack
attack.
opportunity on it.
Would you like to try?
Sure.
Yeah, you are unable to get an attack of opportunity.
When it
but
attacks Rhunar, am I able to make an attack of opportunity?
Would you like to try?
That's Sentinel. The trigger is the attack on a friend.
Yep.
Yeah, you can certainly try to if you'd like.
I would love to.
It doesn't. You are unable to hit it
Dang
with
it.
your attack. But it is Runar's turn.
All right, I'm gonna try to climb up to get at that smoky object.
Okay.
And
Roll an athletics check for me as you climb.
Who left this blunt up here?
yeah. I'm going after the
That's what I'm
smoke
saying.
machine. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. 22.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're able to get up to about right about here. And you look at this thing and it is smoldering. It's not burning, it's not flaming, but it's this smoldering and as you catch it's the first strong whiff, it is extremely offensive to you. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
13.
Roll a d4.
You vomit up.
4.
D4 lung lobes.
Luckily, as you take a huge breath of it in unintentionally, you stumble a little bit and you fall onto the landing below, right here, and you take 1d. Go ahead and roll a d6. You take d6 damage as you fall and land on the. And Byron, he is out of view now. Rhunar fell out of view.
Blap.
It was a very offensive.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my hit points here. That was 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. 59 and then 4. Okay. So I should be at.
Anything else from Rhunar?
So did I use my action in all that?
I would say that was your movement. We'll say you still have an action.
Can I reach that whatever? Is that like in a pyre? Like what's this? What was that thing that was smoking? Like I could see it, so I should have a good idea what it was.
Roll a perception check.
I mean, I was standing over it, right?
You saw it momentarily. With you know when you're like around a campfire and you get like the smoke in your eyes?
Right.
That's kind of what you got. But you did happen to see that it is in some sort of a bowl. An iron bowl. And that's about all you saw. And that brings us to... So
is it
that's
out of
your
my
perception
reach?
check. It's out of your reach. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay, dodge action.
And I'm going to yell, it's in some sort of bowl. Let's throw it in the water.
Byron.
Do I hear him say that?
Yes.
Seeing him fall off, thinking that's his last words. He's falling to his death. Byron is going to attempt.
No.
Is literally going to just full speed, just crazy side parkour, hardcore, jump up this ledge, and
athletics check, please.
Yes,
just leap, just keep going. I misjudged this.
A 4.
You do misjudge it, and you slide back down. Jesus, guys. And you fall back to where you started. You try to grab up and parkour this rad shit, and you just kind of fall back down to where you started.
It's like the impossible wall in Ninja Warrior.
Suddenly it is. Yeah. What the hell? Guys.
Well, it's a narrow object surrounded by saves.
In the water.
Yep.
In the rain.
Yep. Rain, water. There's some creature flying around taking bites at you. It's not easy.
Can I see the bowl from where I'm at, kind of at all, or?
Not really. You can smell it though. And you heard Rhunar yell that out.
Okay. So
if you wanted to try, for example, if you wanted to try again, I would call that your action. You could try a second time, but it would be your action. You've used your movement to try to get up. At least some of your movement. But if you wanted to like try again, you could you could use your action to like sort of like a dash action. But
yeah.
of a climbing.
I'm gonna try it.
All right, go for it.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I have that will help me.
God, you guys have been rolling shit for athletics on this climb.
No kidding. I'm gonna try something crazy. I'm gonna pull a crowbar out, and I'm gonna try and hook the top with the crowbar, so I actually have something to hold on to. Will that benefit me at all?
You did have a python in the wall, right?
I have a python in the wall, but it's mostly just to keep me from falling off the cliff.
Yep. Yeah, that will help you. Go ahead and roll. Let's see how much it helps you.
I like it.
Yeah. It'll reduce the DC a little bit.
That die did some weird stuff. It moved a little funky.
It did. So, Byron, you are able to, with your crowbar, you pull yourself up. You got a pretty good anchor, and you get up on this narrow ledge, and you're kind of like, whoa. And you look down to the south, and you see Rhunar just kind of like hanging on the side, looking up at you, kind of nervous about his predicament. And then below you, just at your feet, you see this iron bowl. And there is something burning in it, and it's offensive. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Hold your breath.
Fall on top of Rhunar.
No.
Roll a d4.
This is the
Oh,
best.
Jesus, guys. That's not supposed to be that hard. A 1. You fall back to where you started.
Oh.
As you catch a whiff of it and it disorients you and you slip and you fall, roll a d6 for me. You're going to take d6 damage. Bludgeoning.
Okay.
All right, that's the end of your turn. Theo. Luckily, you can't see all these shenanigans happening to the south because you'd probably be pretty frustrated with your team members.
I hear some of the shenanigans, which is enough to make Theo try and move further back along the ledge. So 5-0, 10-0. He kind of sees the thin part here and tries to move
Nice.
20-0 along it, which I assume needs an athletics or an acrobatics check or something.
Yep, an athletics check would work. Hey, Lord Gazumba's crew is here. Thanks for the raid, everybody.
Hey,
we are
get ready to
giving
watch
away.
me fall.
Huzzah.
We're giving away 2 badges to Virtual Greyhawk Con. So if you want to enter to win, type Greyhawk into the chat and you'll be entered to win. Highly recommend. It's going to be super fun. Thanks for the follows. What did you get, Theo?
10.
Ooh, Theo, you slip. Roll a d4 for me as you try to work yourself across this precipice. God, guys, this athletics, this climbing is tough. Oh, okay. So you fall right to here, and you land on this small ledge on this spire, and you maintain your position. You kind of Spider-Man it up against the cliff, and you don't fall the extra 20 feet down to this violent, riling ocean below you.
Capital. Action. That was my move. Action.
That was your movement.
Dash. Keep going. Climbing right back up and trying to move along the spire.
All right, go ahead and do your climate roll again in athletics for me. Let's get you back up there, hopefully. Nope. You slide back down, and you're unable to get up there. Guys, this is uncanny with these rolls. I don't know
I can't
what
believe
is
it.
going
No
on.
rolls in D&D
I cannot
don't
believe it.
scale as high as all the combat shit. It's
I know,
one of
that's
the
why
weird
they're
truisms.
fun. That's why they're
Yeah,
fun
you-
as a DM.
Already used all my advantages on them too.
Anything else from Theo? Do you want to say anything? Do you want to call out? Do you want to... you've used your action, your movement?
It's mostly a screech of expletives, possibly a series of expletives, half of them in common, half of them in Elven. If you could put them all together, they would paint a glorious and crude pictures about things that would be done involving someone's mother, several barnyard animals, and perhaps being on a ship at the same time.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That brings us to Tenoch.
Wow.
Tenoch, you are now alone as
I'm
everybody
alone.
else has
Yeah.
moved away from your location. Still looking about, not seeing any targets as you stand atop this spire in the azure sea.
Brutal. Yeah, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself
Nice, nice.
and give myself Bull's Strength, which will give me advantage on strength checks and double my carrying capacity. And I will move along the path I watched Theo move along. 5, 10, 15. I'll make an athletics roll. Is that right?
Yes, sir. For folks who are just joining us, go ahead and type Greyhawk into the chat, and you'll be entered to win one of our 2 badges for Virtual Greyhawk Con that's coming up in October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, which I'm sure all of you know about because you just rated in from Lord Gazumba. We appreciate you. Thanks, Jay. What'd you roll there, sir?
24.
Yeah, you are able to easily move using your movement to get to where you need to get to.
Theo! Byron, Rhunar, where did you guys go?
Fell the fuck down!
That's true. He did.
Do you have a rope or something?
Get to the smoky thing!
Get to the chopper!
Yeah, I see a smoky
sorry.
thing
I
over
had
here.
to. I had to. All right. Do
I
you
don't.
see it? Roll a what's your passive perception? You've already kind of used your action.
Yeah.
Well, you've used your movement. Do you want to use your action to look about?
I use my action to cast enhance ability.
Oh,
on
enhance
myself.
ability. That's right.
Yeah.
So, what's your passive perception? Is that a 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see it yet.
Okay.
All
I don't know
right.
what you're talking about.
What? That brings us to the creature. It is going to fly in, and Theo, you hear a, and you look up just in time to see these talons come in to grab at you. And I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my advantages from we know who, Animal Fantasy Vegan. Thank you so much.
My Animal Fantasy
21 to hit.
Meat Eater.
Oh yeah.
So 19 slashing damage. I only have 4 of these left, so don't worry about it. And then a beak attack.
Wait, hold on. He has disadvantage when attacking me.
Oh, okay. So it'll be a normal roll for this one. And for the last one.
So would you take the first
I did roll a natural 20. Yeah, so the last one missed. This one, however, does hit with a natural 20, so that'll be 15 piercing.
The natural 20
still
does less damage than the normal hit.
Yeah, I know that sucks. Anyways, and it flies off into the darkness. You didn't have something? You'd taken the dodge action.
No, I did not. But he had. Where are you going
He
with
has
this?
his amulet.
Did
the
you
amulet.
have? I can't remember if you had something. No, you didn't because you were climbing. If you had something, a reaction, a
Nope.
prepared action, a readied action, if you will. Okay.
I fell.
Rhunar, it is your turn, Rhunar.
All right, I'm going to try to climb back up again.
Okay. Athletics check, please. It'd be great if you made it this time.
No.
Yeah, no
Well, I made
kidding.
it last time. I just failed the con save at the top.
Make the check, my friend. I want you to make it. I would give you, maybe I should gift you an advantage. Do you have any advantages left?
No. I have an inspiration.
Use
That's an
it.
advantage.
Use
It is.
it.
Use
All right, I'm
it.
gonna use it.
What are you waiting for?
Well, I was waiting for something
Just
special.
use it.
Athletics?
This is special.
This
You
is
might-
very
you-
fucking special.
As your DM, I recommend that you consider this special. Oh, Jesus, dude.
Not that special.
You are able to scramble up. You slip and you fall. It takes all of your movement, but you find yourself standing next to Tenoch on this narrow ledge, and you look down at your feet, like I mentioned to him, and you see this small iron bowl with this smoldering wreath of vegetation.
Can I try to just destroy that motherfucker?
Yeah, roll a straight kick attack. Do a shove attack for me.
Okay.
Punch, kick. It's all in the wrist.
Athletics.
Athletics.
roll.
Okay.
Yep.
Come on.
Punch, chop, kick.
22.
Mm.
There we go.
Yep, you kick it, and it goes spiraling off of the ledge. You lose sight of it because of the mists around you, obscuring your view of anything beyond 15 feet. As this smoldering wreath hits the water, you presume, and is extinguished, the mists around the cove immediately disappear.
Whoa!
Now, with that said, it is nighttime and it's raining, so there's still quite a bit of obscurity, but you do see for the first time that there is land to the west. You can make out land. You can make out that there is a sunken ship, which you only presume that it is probably the Yenogu's Fury. So you've got land over here, you've got a ship here, you can see everything. You can also see
You
that
did
there
it.
is
Big
Get down.
motherfucker flying around.
there is a motherfucker flying around, and he is swooping in for another attack. I believe that's the end of your turn, Rhunar.
Yeah, if
Let's
that counted
move
as my
on.
action, yeah.
Yep. All right, so
see.
we'll move on to Mr. Byron.
All right. I am dropping the crowbar. onto the ground. I'm pulling my dagger back out. Seeing this thing flying. Well, honestly, do I see this thing flying? Is there a ledge between us?
You cannot. You can't see it from where you are. You're down below. You can
Alright.
see Rhunar and you can see Tenoch above you, standing there, and you could hear the iron bowl ting, 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 ting as it fell
Flash.
into the water below.
And I noticed the dissipation of the mists almost
The
immediately.
mist. Oh yeah,
So-
all of you noticed that the mists have
Yep.
dissipated completely from Farazin's Cove.
So I'm gonna drop the crowbar, pull my dagger, and I'm gonna ready an action to whip that thing at the first thing that I see that's dangerous.
Okay.
I'm glad that you don't think Rhunar is dangerous.
So you're ready in an action. All right.
Yep, I'm readying an thrown dagger attack.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Theo.
Can I see where that thing is from my position?
You're gonna look for it, right? So roll a perception
Well,
check.
no. If I can't see it, like just glance, that's fine. I just need to know if I see it immediately or not.
Okay.
If it's an
let's
action
see.
to look, I'm not gonna.
What's your passive perception?
13.
You do not see it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and climb up on top of this here ridge again.
And Tenoch, if you want, you can turn off that aura that you have activated, because now you can see beyond that.
Good call. Good call.
24 to clamber up
you're
there.
You clamber on up, and you're standing on this narrow precipice next to Tenoch. You guys are all kind of balancing almost like crows on a wire.
We're all sailors.
That's true.
Is it visible from this vantage point?
Yes, now you can see it. As it's sort
Um,
of swooping back and getting readying itself to attack you again.
Instead of his normal taking aim and concentrating arcane energy through the pommel of the magic sword, it's just a wild set of swings overhead with the packed weapon, and as it does, just a pair of eldritch bat blasts lash out at this thing.
All right, let's see it.
Does 17 hit?
17 just hits.
And it takes 4 additional damage because it's marked. And
is marked.
Here comes the second one.
All right, so 11 total. Got it. You hear it call out.
12
however,
misses.
12 misses.
They were wild and crazy anyway. That's fine. I'm done.
Wild and crazy eldritch blasts.
Eee!
Hey. All right, that brings us to Tenoch. Tenoch,
Yeah,
you see this thing flapping around and coming. It looks like it's coming in for another strafing attack.
Yeah, I don't like it anymore. You know, I didn't like it in the first place,
Mm-mm.
and I really don't like it anymore now.
Mm-mm.
So yeah,
Can't say I
I think it's just gonna eat a 4th level magic missile
Okay.
Yeah!
barrage.
Do
So
it.
that is nope.
That's mage armor.
That's mage armor. I cast mage armor on myself. I already did.
So how many blasts is this?
So it is 6 missiles. So 6d4. Here's the first 5,
Okay.
and here's one
Nice.
more. So 16 plus 6, 22 points of force damage.
Wow, nice.
Whoa.
All 6 of these blasts fly from your hand as you cast a spell, spinning in and out and hitting this creature as it tries to sort of steady itself. Boing, boing, boing.
Boing boing.
What
Bing,
else
bang,
would
bong.
you like to do? Anything else?
Um,
Oh boy. I got 5 more advantages. Byron, 2 and 1 for everybody else.
oh,
Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you,
Thank
Fantasy
you,
Animal
Fantasy
Vegan.
Animal Vegan. Wow.
You hero.
Oh, one for everybody
Let's
else.
make
Oh,
this
wow.
interesting.
Yeah, no shit. Here we are.
R.I.P. Yep,
yeah,
that might be the case.
That's all I got. I'm gonna hold there and yeah.
All right.
Yep.
That brings us to the creature as it flies in. Theo, it is going to attack you with its talons.
Meanie. Disadvantage.
And it's going to have disadvantage, but I'm going to use one of my advantages to make it a straight roll.
Advantage.
Ooh.
14 slashing, and then it is going to use a second attack to attempt to push you off of the ledge. So it's going to make a shove attack. And I will use another advantage.
This dirty dog.
So it'll be a
Contested
normal roll.
athletics.
So 15 versus... If you beat a 15, you stay on the ledge. 15 or greater, you stay on the ledge.
I'm gonna use an advantage.
Wait.
Okay. Very smart.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
maintain your ability to stay on the ledge. It flies past you.
Did I happen to see it during that attack?
You can all see it now.
All right, I'm going to use my held action
Okay.
and throw my blink dagger directly at it.
Nice.
All right. Go ahead
And I'm hoping
roll
that-
the hit.
It didn't see that coming.
Okay. Yeah, roll
I'm
the
going to
hit.
use one of my advantages. Screw it.
You definitely should. You fucking missed it. And the blink dagger goes flying into the night and the ocean.
Oh no.
All right, I'll use a bonus action to blink it back in my hand.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That's the beauty of a blink dagger, I guess.
Well,
Yep.
Actually,
wouldn't-
you know
you
what?
wouldn't be
It's
able to
not
do
your
that yet.
turn. It's not your turn.
You wouldn't be able
So you don't have a bonus action. Thank you.
Oh.
It'll
It is,
still
however,
blink back when you do.
Rhunnar's turn.
All right.
It's Rhunnar's turn.
I'm going to gently drop my shield to my side.
Okay.
so it
Gently.
doesn't roll off the mountain.
And, yeah.
Daintily set it down. Thank you.
Right in that
Thank you
spot
very
that the
much.
bowl used to
Thank
be
you
in.
very much. Yep.
And I'm going to pull my longbow
There we
and
go.
take aim at this motherfucker.
Sharpshooter? Sharpshooter?
With
All right.
sharpshooter.
You gonna use an advantage?
Yep, I'm going to use one of them advantages.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
Wow, Rhunar.
And we'll take a shot at it. Jesus. 28 minus 5, that'd be 23 to hit for
23 will hit.
20 piercing.
Yeah, you hit it hard. And you watch it as it kind of like its flight path deviates as it steadies itself, and it's got an arrow stuck in its side. Takes 20 piercing damage.
I'm going to grin a little bit and attack again. Without advantage this time.
Okay.
Extra attack. But with sharpshooter.
Nice.
So 17 minus 5. 12.
12 does not hit.
I'm going to... Let me think about this for a second.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? I'm going to make that precision attack. Expend a superiority dice. And try to roll higher. I'll print that. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it?
Precision attack. Battlemaster
Yep.
maneuver. You can expend one superior die to increase the roll after making the roll, but before the effects of the attack are applied. All right, I'll give it to you.
Oh, I can't do it after the attack roll?
No, you
You
can't.
can,
Yes.
Yeah.
but not after the effects are applied. I don't know what that means necessarily. We'll let you go for it. Go ahead and roll. So you're currently at a 12. That
17.
hits. Yep, that hits.
Another 23 piercing.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's not bad.
Fighters, baby.
Takes a second shot as it sort of steadies itself. All right, Byron.
All right, I am going to do something insane.
Please do.
Byron's
I love when you say that.
Byron's channeling his inner, like, I'm going to be the hero here. He's going to hold his
Sure hope
hand
so.
out. And
Somebody
as
needs
he's
to be.
holding his hand out, he's going to run. He's going to try and run up this wall
Yeah.
here. And as he's
Yeah.
running up the wall, as he's holding his hand out, the dagger's going to blink into existence. He's going to jump, do a spin, and whip the dagger at this thing. And fully anticipating that whether it hits or not, he's going to land in the water.
Okay. So you
Oh,
use your
you're gonna
bonus
try to-
action to you use your bonus action to blink the dagger back from the previous
Yep.
action, and are you gonna throw yourself, or are you throwing the dagger?
I'm throwing the dagger as hard as I can directly at this thing.
All right. So roll for the
While
dagger
spinning.
attack first. Yep.
Wait, explain this spin. Are you just doing like just a 360 in the air? Or are you
He's
doing like a
launching
front flip?
himself.
So you
he's
know how,
launching himself into the air.
Yeah, so you know how disc throwers throw discs? You know
Yeah.
how they spin and they give themselves extra momentum?
Oh hell
I'm
yeah!
trying to-
I just watched the
I'm trying to
Olympics,
give
dude.
myself I'm trying to give myself all that
Olympics.
extra momentum.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
throw this dagger through this thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Like shot put.
Exactly.
Are you gonna
exactly.
use? Do you have any advantages to use or
Yeah,
no?
I'm gonna use another advantage too.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that hits hard.
So
26 points of
26
damage. Is that right?
Yep, 26 damage.
That's blink damage. That's blink dagger damage.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. You watch as it sort of like starts to fall down towards the water surface, but then comes back up. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me. You might be in the water on this one.
Yeah, I anticipated that.
You are not in the water, but you land right here on the lower ledge, and you kind of like grab onto the rock and hold yourself steady.
Righteous.
Theo. That was pretty sweet.
No, that was really
rad.
good.
That was really
Yeah.
bad.
That was
Theo
cool.
just takes a calming breath, narrows his eyes at this thing. The chains of the Blade Bearer's wrath appear around it for a second as Theo invokes Relentless Hex, teleports to a diff space within 5 feet of a target he can see, which I can do right there.
Okay.
Just whoop, whoop, and that puts me in range to strike at him twice with my packed weapon.
Hell yeah. Roll it up.
That's a total of 17 with the added damage from the wrath and a second attack.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
22 for 15 more. Just
Tell me how you'd like
Wham!
to kill this thing.
Nice.
I imagine he appears a little bit off the ground, and since his back is to a wall, just the strikes all come at an angle as he just swings the blade in front of him in great, like, scything, looping motions of blade that just tears through this thing. And since I'm gonna step out on a limb in here, it's vaguely demonic of some variety.
Oh yeah. It's a fiend.
Calistani, I believe, blazes with angry azure light with each strike.
Absolutely. The runes on the sword just blaze a blue golden color as you cut through it. It is the happiest Calistani that you've ever seen. As
It's a
this
happy little
thing
sword.
flies, loses its ability to maneuver, its eyes go white, and it smashes into the side of the spire, and you watch as it just tumbles down. It splashes into the water and is pulled away by the current. and disappears. And the four of you stand atop this spire, the rain pummeling down, thunder and lightning crackling, lightning lighting up the sky as you stand on this spire. Dan Virius nowhere to be seen.
Danverius! Where?
Because it's 10 o'clock and we do need to wrap this up, I will say this. You guys make your way across back to the main shoreline. You eventually find Dan Virius washed up on the beach, unconscious. You're able to draw him back to consciousness, and he thanks you. You know, you kind of have this moment where you bring him in and you probably light a fire to start to warm the night. It is darkness. It is rain. Byron sets up his pup tent, and you guys set up camp after having taken some licks from whatever creature had been
Chomps.
tasked with defending this desecration wreath. Something, Byron, that you have studied, and you perhaps will make some rolls next time we meet to identify whether or not you know what that was, because you did get a look at it.
Yep.
We will check that out next time on Beyond Saltmarsh. You guys did not die. I'm so proud of you. Even though Fantasy Animal Vegan gave me so many advantages, I tried.
Many.
I tried my
There
best.
for a minute.
I tried my best.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That thing does a lot of damage, dude.
It does.
Yeah, it
when
does.
It hits, it hits hard.
Yeah, it's
Um,
I've almost killed people with that. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Yeah, those things are cool. And I didn't even, well, we won't get into it. But yes, that thing is a badass for sure, for sure. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Anybody who's watching right now is eligible to enter in to win one of our 2 tickets, badges to
Paradise.
virtual Greyhawk Con, which is happening on October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I'm running a game. Time Lord's wife is running a game. Lord
I'll be
Gazumba's running a game. Wily Hobbit's running a game. I mean, Stella Luna's running a game. And then there's all kinds of other games that you can play in, guys. So I highly recommend that you get in on this. If you want to win, type Greyhawk. You know how to spell it. Grey Hawk. Into the chat. You'll be entered to win. Phantom, you're running a game. I mean, this is the serious shit right here. This is Greyhawk. This is what we live for here on Beyond Saltmarsh. Check it out. Get in on it. Andy, why don't you show them how it's done? All you have to do is type Greyhawk into the chat, and you are entered to win one of 2 badges. One of two.
Wait, just one of 2, or do they win both?
No, you win one of 2. We're gonna give 2 away, one to a different person. Does that make sense? Bada, bada, boom.
So there's
Yep.
2 winners tonight.
There's gonna be 2 winners tonight.
Holy
Abso-frickin-lutely.
shit! I had no idea.
Yeah, it looks like there's still spots open too for different
There are,
games.
so you can get in on a bunch of the different games. It's gonna be super fun. I'm super
I almost
excited.
want to enter and try and get the
Phantom NJ. That is a dope name for a session.
Better left buried.
Yeah.
better
that's good.
left.
Yeah.
Barry.
3
That's
spots
better
open,
Very nice.
dude.
2 p.m.
Okay.
Central. Oh, that's like a good time. Too.
You want to get in on that game? That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, this is going to be super fun. So all you have to do is type Greyhawk into the chat to be entered to win. Please, please, please get in on the action. And guys, if you're players and all the players are eligible. So if you guys want to enter to win, that's great too.
Make sure I'm in there.
Yep.
I may or may not have already entered.
Here's the conceit is that it's only $5 to register for this con. So that's
Why
the
are
other
you doing
thing.
this?
It's like it's very, very reasonable to get in on a really, really fun con. There's going to be a bunch of sessions, like educational sessions on DMing and mapping and all kinds of good stuff. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Touche,
All right,
touche.
I'm in
let's
there.
do this. All right, guys.
I don't want to win
Let's
anymore.
go. Kirk, go ahead and give us a 5-second countdown.
Uh,
Let's do it with a little bit of flair. Give me something special. We're gonna roll the winner here. Go for it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here it is.
You roll it right now.
Fantasy Animal Vegan. Yes,
you.
you have won.
If anyone's
Nice job.
deserving of it,
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that guy.
you seriously,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do deserve.
Seriously.
You do deserve. All right,
Yep.
so you're the first
Congratulations.
winner. We've got 2
hell
winners
yeah!
tonight.
Congratulations!
Another.
Congratulations!
There will
There's
be
still an
another.
opportunity to enter right now. You've got 5 seconds to enter, and then Chad is going to do a 5-second countdown for
I
us.
will. Yes.
Get in on this. All right, Chad, go for it.
All right, my Mace Windu is going to do it. 1,
Oh, nice.
2,
Give us some
3,
Mace. Oh, hey, Mace.
4,
It's not pleased.
5. He's trying to bite me. Good. Go.
All right,
Draw.
here we
Trying
go.
to bite you. Go.
I am Dabine. I am Dabine
Dabine.
has won the second.
I am
I am Dabine.
I am the bean.
Hey-o. All right,
That's good.
so I am Dabine and Fantasy Animal Vegan. I will reach out to you with the information that you need to register. Watch for a message from me via the Twitch, whatever that is, the messaging through Twitch. I'll send you a message, and then we'll get you guys squared away. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's figure this out. We're gonna raid. Who do we want to raid? Who do we want to raid?
Have we considered Lindisfarne?
We
I thought it
have.
was a good-
I think
I thought
twice.
it was a good time.
We've twice considered. TRPG Academy is running the Descendants episode 8 Slackjaw. You know what? They've been very good to us. Let's go ahead and raid them.
Yep.
Folks,
Nice.
real quick, highly recommend you check out tomorrow night's game. We are playing in the wonderful world of Svealand, Midwinter Keening. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. We will be back with Beyond Saltmarsh next week. And we've got some special stuff coming up for you, so stay tuned. Get in on the action. I don't know what I'm going to say. We're going to raid, so join us for the raid here. Please do. I'm going to turn off this music because we don't need that anymore. Some thunder cracks would be nice, though. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, guys, nice job, by the way. You didn't die?
I know. I
They
thought I
made
was
it.
going to die.
Yeah, that was great. I tried to push Theo off the ledge. It didn't work.
At the start of this session, I had 5 life. I'll throw that out there.
What did you end at?
I ended at 30.
We're going to
Came
go to
out
our
well.
end screen,
All right.
everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.